We're at Rams Camp. Hang out with us till 7 o'clock on the ESPN LA app, on YouTube, and, of course, right here on 710 ESPN, your home for the LA Rams.
You're clear.
This is the Rams Training Camp Special. And Cap from Rams Training Camp.
Saturday afternoon, a Saturday special on a back-together weekend with Sedano and Cappy. Now, here's the thing, guys, today. We're asking the COT, Sedano and Cap Circle of Trust on Twitter, since we usually have a pretty good rejoin music bit during the week. Keep that up, Wilbur, please, back at the studio. That we have the On This Day. Well, the Corporate Grade didn't prepare those for me today, so we're just going to ask the Circle of Trust to pick the rejoin music.
Okay,
Sorry,
sounds
Greg.
good.
I can just tweet it.
was
Fine.
not aware.
Carlos88 in the community picked this one. Of course, remember, the great 80s Ram music. Just ram it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Remember? Flipper Anderson was in this, I think.
Oh, yeah. Ram it. You hear that? That's right. I said it. Ram it. Uh-huh.
I think I finally
now
understand
ram.
why, Sedano, you just sit and be quiet for a moment. Just let him do his thing.
Yeah.
Just let him go.
He lets the rejoin do the story, and that's what we do.
And then Cappy just goes, does his thing.
And today's different, too, because today's Saturday. So like my mind.
No, all bets off?
Right. Like my mind is on.
Yeah.
Like, oh, man, it's Saturday.
Oh, when I get back,
Yeah.
Rachel's going to have me do this. Rachel's going to have me do that.
And all I want to do is watch the fight tonight.
Right. And she's no chance she wants to watch the fight.
There's no chance
Yeah.
she wants to watch the fight.
Happy hour's already started for her, let's be honest.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I want her
Scott,
happy.
where are you? So what are the percentages right now you watch the fight tonight between Errol Spence Jr. and Terrence Bud Crawford?
I'm going to say the chances are right now 49-51 in favor of not watching the fight.
Yeah,
it's that close.
Yeah.
It's
But
that
what is
close.
Charlie going to do? Charlie's going to you're going to buy the fight at his house, aren't you? Yeah, there you go. No,
Yeah.
it's done. That's it.
Yeah.
So you've already paid for this fight.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So my father's one of those people that is like, so this remote control, how do you use this thing? And then all of a sudden he leaves. He's like, yeah, we watched the fight.
Yeah.
I found that. No problem.
Yeah.
$85. You paid for it, pal.
Yeah. Well, he paid for a lot of other things, so there's that.
That's true.
Just no cheese, right?
He denies that story.
You deny the story.
Yes.
There was cheese on the burgers.
Yeah.
It's a lie. Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, I swear to you, I'm like 10, 11 years old. We walked into that McDonald's. I looked at that board.
Wait, you said it was a drive-through.
No, we walked in.
Yeah.
We walked in. We were standing right there. I was looking up. Cheeseburger 49, hamburger 39. I'll take 2 cheeseburgers. He said, you'll take hamburgers and put cheese on them when you get home.
There you go.
Do you know that yesterday I was telling you, wait a second. Wait, hold on.
Sam Lagana and then the fans. You're schwitzing already.
Oh, yeah, dude. I'm
It's
already
hot. Why are you
hot.
so hot?
Well, dude,
very
I'm getting
humid.
sun like back here on the back of my legs. You're like totally protected.
Yeah,
You're
why-
like 25 degrees cooler than I am right now.
And we're like 7 inches away.
He's also not on all the copious amounts of things that you're on.
Right. Right.
You
like,
are
like
so-
athletic greens, pal.
Sweating bullets.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, that's the least of the thing in your system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now, I got off my Peloton earlier today.
you did.
Corporate Greg, you used your Peloton in the last 2 years?
It's been about a year.
Yeah.
Before you do that,
Yeah.
I've been watching a little bit of the punters and kickers here. I feel like today, since we're so close to them,
Yep.
I want like a full breakdown. It's a Saturday. Let me get a full breakdown. You were a kicker.
Yeah.
And now, do you know about punting?
So I do, but
Okay.
here's the thing, George. This kid right here.
I don't know. It's different arts.
This kid, Tanner Brown, the
Yeah.
kicker, number 49. Think
yeah,
about
it
this.
was over there, right?
Think about this.
Yeah.
The punter, kicker, and long snapper
Yeah.
for the Rams, kind of an important part of your operation.
Yeah, I would agree.
All rookies.
Wow.
And they're the only 3 specialists in camp.
Wow.
So they're-
they're locked in.
So instead of having like 2 kickers and they're battling for
Battling
the
it out,
position,
like you and Kevin Butler.
right?
Yeah.
This guy right here is an undrafted free agent from Oklahoma State
Right.
who actually came to America and hadn't played football before.
Right.
He's from Australia.
Australia. Yeah, there's a lot of Australian kickers now.
He trained with my guy John Carney
Yeah.
down in South LA.
Yeah.
And Carney then got him to Oklahoma State. And 2 years later, the guy was 22 of 23 on field goals last year at
Right.
Oklahoma State. You know how I know that?
Yeah.
Scouting. Just the same way you scouted Brock Purdy at Iowa State, I scouted this rascal right here at Oklahoma State. Just doing some scouting, that's all.
Yeah.
Actually, my son told me all that today.
So who's Ethan Evans then? Is this guy still on the roster?
I don't know, man.
It says they were a punter, the Rams.
No, I'm talking about this guy, 49, the kicker.
Oh, the kicker.
Yeah, Tanner Brown.
Tanner Brown.
Yep.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about.
So where's Ethan? I saw somebody punting earlier. Is Ethan 42? Who's 42?
42. Let's take a look here on the numerical roster.
Yeah, please.
That's Ethan Evans, punter.
There you go. Who they drafted in the 7th round.
Yeah, out of Wingate.
Yeah, you drafted him in the 7th round. You
Wingate.
said they were all undrafted.
Well, okay, 7th round.
I
Right.
mean, we're doing facts, are we not?
Okay, well, did I say undrafted?
You did.
I said the kicker was undrafted.
They said all 3 of them.
All
This isn't
three?
the John the Brick Show.
said
We
all
can't
3
just
rookies.
make this stuff up.
All 3 rookies.
This
well,
is your specialty, special teams.
well, this is my first day out of camp. I had a good story other than one small fact. Now, if you don't fact check me, everybody buys it.
Did you print that at home, or did you get that from the PR room?
This came from the PR room.
You went into the PR room.
Oh, you know he did. To see who knew him? Like, hey,
He was
just
walking in, so someone would be like, "Oh, look
Oh,
at
hey,
Scott."
Scott, how you doing,
Oh, no,
man?
no. I walked by
You sound
all...
great every afternoon.
Oh, totally.
4 to 7 p.m. with Sedano.
I walked by like all the LA Times like scribe typies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Had my little strut going.
Yeah.
They all were like, "Oh, there's that Kaplan."
There's that radio guy.
I saw that video at ESPN Los Angeles
Yeah.
where the social media team, the fun and games department,
Yeah.
is asking like all the Rams players what you think of Kaplan's drip at the Mandy's.
Yeah.
and it was a freaking hilarious video. Have you seen this video?
It's a great video.
Yeah.
The social
we all
team
shared
put out.
it yesterday.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, it was amazing. The Rams players were so funny. And then give it to our social media team and forget about it. Oh, thanks a hell of a lot. Hi, how's it going? I just got a Rams training camp
that's a
t-shirt.
beautiful T-shirt there, Cappy.
It is a nice shirt.
That's a good job.
Well, you know what
great-looking
happened?
shirt.
May need to switch into it, to be honest.
You know what happened?
Oh, it's soft.
Nice and soft.
Thin, too.
You know what happened?
I say just do it right here.
Do you?
Why not?
Why not?
Dude, I was in their bathtub. I mean, why not? You know what I mean?
What are they going to do? Take your credential?
Right. I was in their bathtub at the draft house.
You can ask all the fans, see what they want to
gross. People do not want to.
Yeah.
People do not want to see this.
Yeah.
People do not want to see me take.
They
want to
see Aaron Donald.
Yeah, that's what they want to see, and they're
Yeah.
coming.
Yeah, by the way, your Tanner Boyd, I looked up his Oklahoma State number.
Yeah, tell me.
89% field goal percentage.
Pretty good.
In 2 seasons.
Really good.
17 to 21 the first year, 22 of 23
I got that detail right.
his senior year. Perfect on extra points.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't have a long, though, here. He also punted at one point in his career, too.
Interesting.
Yeah. So he could be the backup punter, I guess, too. But I don't have a long. I'm trying to see if there's a long in regards to his field goal kicking in college. I don't think I can find that. A little tougher.
The other guy, Alex Ward, their long snapper. This guy is undrafted. I think also rookie out of Central Florida. Yeah, undrafted.
Yeah.
So think about that. If you're the Rams, right, and you let go of a whole bunch, 3 veteran specialists.
Correct.
Kicker, punter, long snapper.
Right. Matt Gay was the kicker.
Let's say you had, let's just call it on average, $2.5 million in each guy.
Yeah.
$7.5 million.
Right.
Now these 3 guys right here,
They're not even. They're like making like $1 million bucks.
$1.5 million combined.
tops.
Right.
Yeah.
So when you're trying to rebuild your roster,
Yeah,
and you're cutting
those $5.5 million help.
that seriously, it's
Yeah.
true. That $5 million helps. So you know what? We'll go into the season with a rookie kicker, a rookie punter, and a rookie long snapper.
Right.
And we'll see what happens. And they don't even have anybody in camp competing with these guys.
Right. Are you saying you want to compete?
I don't, because I can't, but
Right.
I would have.
It would be great.
Like 30 some odd years ago.
My God, that would have been great content for us.
It would have been, but it didn't. Didn't happen.
But I will
I thought
tell
you were
you-
a punter. You were a kicker?
Kicker, that's right.
kicker.
Oh, I always thought he was a punter.
Oh no, a kicker.
Why don't you check me out, Jack?
Yeah.
You should check out some highlights.
He's not John Kidd. He's more John Carney.
Yeah.
Are there highlights out there?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah. John Kidd
Oh,
was
yeah.
also a Chargers punter,
Yes,
right?
He was a great holder, too.
Highlights where they say your name in the audio?
Oh, yeah.
That we could use for imaging?
100%.
We could use that when you had your solo night show that was great.
Yeah.
It was really good.
Yeah, you want them?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Send them over.
Okay.
Are they reel to reel?
I can tell you this. They ain't in high def, pal. They got the black borders on both sides.
We just need the audio.
All right, coming up next, football.
Ba-ba.
Sedano and Cap, 710 ESPN, your home of the LA Rams.
It is a back-together weekend. And part of that, we're letting the COT, the Circle of Trust on Twitter, pick our rejoin. Like this one. Crypto Ray picked this one, Cappy. A little smooth by Santana.
Oh, nice.
And you know who else is smooth? Sedano. Well, let's hit. You want me to hit the post?
Yeah.
There you go.
DeMarco
The
Farr.
great DeMarco Farr.
Yeah, he's smooth.
The Super Bowl champion, part of the Rams broadcast team.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Yo.
I love it.
I love your gear. I love
You like my gear.
The shirt you're wearing is cool. And then the Panama hat is awesome.
Bro,
Panama.
it's hot out there.
Yeah.
There's
Right.
a lot of sun out there.
Yeah. Mhm.
I'm going to keep it off my face.
Right.
I'm going to try my best.
And your
Not to
arms,
get burned.
too.
And my arms.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Smart, right?
Yeah, like George is saying to me, he's like, Kaplan, you're like already schwitzing. Yeah, dude, I'm on a football field, dude. I'm working out now.
I saw you.
This is exercise
You're
for me.
gassed up.
Yeah.
I like it.
This is
But-
cardio this afternoon.
But it's crazy, right? I mean, they don't hit anymore.
Yeah.
This is crazy training camp, right?
Yeah,
This
no
is the
hitting.
new training
Right.
camp.
This is
So-
flag football training
Well,
camp.
no, it's not flag.
Oh, okay, my
It's
bad.
different.
My bad.
I was wondering
bad.
if Cappy, because your specialists don't have anybody competing with them, if Cappy could still kick a few, maybe he'd go out there and at least compete for a job.
You believe they're going to start the season with a kicker, punter, and a kicker that are undrafted, except one guy in the 7th round, and they're all rookies, and there's no competition for
Yeah,
those jobs?
that's okay.
Not crazy, though?
Just make sure you make all your kicks. I don't care.
Good advice.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's it.
Good advice.
If you had to line up now, I mean, are you good from 40?
I don't know, man.
35?
Maybe.
20?
Yeah.
Chip shot.
Yeah.
Come on. Nope. Your dad's like
17.
No. Your dad's like no.
My dad said no.
17.
Well, he tried it at SoFi a while back.
Yeah.
And he couldn't go.
How
What was
long?
the furthest distance you tried from?
I mean, maybe 40, but I wasn't wearing proper footwear, DeMarco. So, today my
I
son
don't see.
told me, he goes, hey, Dad, take these. And my son gave me an extra pair of cleats. He said, take these just in
Okay.
case. So I'm now
What is your career long?
like 47. Nothing,
47.
Not
Okay,
that
still
impressive.
blockable.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very
still
blockable.
blockable.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a short one.
Yeah, you could get it.
I
You
mean,
get it right
what
up the
was
middle.
the longest you attempted?
Like 52.
How bad was it?
Oh, dude, it was a game. It was a career changer.
Hook left?
It just barely off the baseball dirt at Qualcomm
No way.
Stadium. Right.
Wow.
And you could hear Dan Fouts and Charlie Jones go, and it's and Dan Fouts goes, ooh, because it was just that close, man.
You're almost
and,
there.
And if I make a 52-yarder in a preseason game against Bill Parcells and the Patriots off the baseball dirt,
We're not here right now.
not here.
No,
doubt.
you'd be here now.
Yeah.
Do we have that
You wouldn't be
highlight
kicking
Yeah,
still.
it's on my stuff. It's on
I need that.
It's on YouTube.
Yeah.
We could play that for DeMarco if we produce this show properly. This is on you, Cappy.
No, it's all good because today's Saturday, and so
It's
today,
a loose day.
It's a very casual day. A lot of people are stuck in traffic. We just want to hang with everybody.
Yeah.
Good. What does it feel like to miss a field goal?
Oh, dude.
Does you feel like you let the team down?
Dude.
I mean, do you really feel bad? I want to know because we're trained not to come to you and say,
Why
how
did you do
Yeah,
that? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right.
So do you feel bad? Really?
I mean, the thing is I've got a lot of experience
Did
in
you guys
missing
lose
field
when
goals.
you missed?
I mean, there's been times.
Did you lose when you missed?
You want to hear the worst?
Are you saying you had one job?
I'm just saying one job.
You want to
Yeah,
hear
go ahead.
the
What's
worst? You want to hear the worst?
Yeah.
This is embarrassing. I shouldn't even tell you that because this guy right here will
I
never
wanna
let me
know.
off the hook.
Yeah. Be honest. This is football. Go ahead. Yeah.
I missed 4 in one game.
Oh, God.
You're like, remember Jay Feely did that in a playoff game.
I couldn't
remember?
talk to you.
Look at
ever
his
again.
face.
Wait a minute. In a pro game?
No, in a
No,
college.
college game.
That's even worse.
I know.
How deep?
You were a college kicker.
They
How
were
deep?
like 2 were from like 50, and 2 were from, and one was
Who was it against?
Minnesota.
Ooh, the Golden Gophers.
But we won the game.
Oh, you won the game?
We won the game.
Okay.
And my 2 boys picked me up. You ready for this? My boy Doug Whaley, who
Yeah.
became the GM of the Bills, blocked a punt in the end zone. And my boy Billy Davis, who won a Super Bowl with the Cowboys and with the Ravens as a wide receiver, he caught it midair and scored a touchdown, and we won the game. And they saved me from missing 4 field goals.
Oh, my God.
Saved your bacon.
You would have been
Yeah,
not
yeah.
top 10 Sports Center.
You know what it's like, though? It's funny you say that because as a kid, when you're like 21 and this happens to you and they don't have like a good coach to deal with this, like the
Oh, yeah.
mental side of it, you just lose your mind and you don't know what the hell you're going to do and you have to like battle. The next day in the newspaper, there was the Penn State report and the Pitt report. And Joe Paterno, their kicker, Penn State's kicker, missed 3 field goals in a game.
Yeah.
Joe Paterno was like, he's our guy. We're sticking with him. We believe in him.
Yeah.
Our coach was like, screw him. He's competing for the
bus.
job this
Oh,
week,
yeah. Yeah,
right?
yeah.
We hate that guy, right?
It all depends on why you missed.
And the whole week, man, it was compete to try and get the job back. And then here's what happens. This is the
You
worst.
get the job back?
Yeah. So now we're playing Maryland next week.
Yeah.
Line up for a short little field goal.
Uh-huh.
Gets blocked.
Oh.
5 in a row.
Oof.
5 in a row.
Oh.
Not your fault.
I know,
that's his fault.
Unless you kicked it low.
But your head.
Did you kick it low?
I don't think so,
Okay.
but of course I have to blame somebody other than myself, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if I said I kicked it low, then I would take blame for that. I
Where
can't
was
take
it
blame for
blocked?
that.
Up the middle?
Yeah.
That's you.
I know.
You weren't a very good kicker, were you?
So well,
Be a Division I kicker.
so no, but I had this whole thing happen where I got hurt, and then my mind went crazy, and so it kind of was like throwing the ball from third to first, where I couldn't hit.
You're like Chuck
first
Norris.
base.
Oh, my
Yes.
God. You got
Now,
your own head.
what was Charlie Kaplan doing during this time? Your dad, who's
my
here.
father. Oh yeah.
He was running numbers on the game, so he was not happy.
Right,
Wow.
dude. Really- Right. People were coming after him, going, "Did he have his kid miss kicks?
Wow.
Is he fixing the game?"
Investigated.
Right. Right.
Bad
Like, it would
sport.
be a better story if I told you that he was fixing the game and I
That's the
intentionally
story.
missed.
That's the
Right.
story we have to go with.
Wow.
Later in the same game, it's come down to about like I don't know, like a 5-point. We have a lead. I come in to kick this field goal late. Kick this field goal to extend the lead. We wind up winning the game. That's kind of the points that put it out of reach.
Yeah.
And dude, the relief.
Yeah.
After 5 misses. I'd never missed 2 in a row. Like I didn't know how to deal with it emotionally. You know?
Were you always like this as a kicker?
Like
Were you different?
you mean like
Kickers are like, neurotic and quiet. Were you always this
Quirky.
quirky and talkative?
I was the team spokesperson.
You were?
Yeah. Like
You were that guy.
Yeah.
Mike Vanderjagt.
That's who I was.
Okay.
I was the team spokesperson.
Okay,
Because
that
like
guy.
we had this linebacker. His name was Ricardo McDonald. He was like a high school All-American. He started as a freshman All-American. He had a great NFL career with the Cincinnati Bengals. I don't mean like Hall of Fame great. And so he stood up there one day on media day, first day. You know how now all these kids are doing media days and they're all really refined and everything? He stood up there and he's like, well, I mean, right? Like, y'all know what I'm saying, right? And like everybody in the media room was like, what the hell?
did he say?
What the hell? Right? He goes like this. He goes, Cap, I'm over here. And I'm like, what my man Ricardo is trying to say to all you guys is this. We're really ready for this season. We've been putting in a lot of work. We've been doing the gym. We've been doing the field. We've been closer as a team than ever before. And we're going to have a really big season. Isn't that right, Rick?
And?
See? And he was like,
Did he dap you up?
that's what I'm
Okay,
trying to say.
all right. I got you.
See?
Just don't miss 4 field goals for me, though.
I know, 5 in a row.
I wouldn't be able to talk to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt. That's why I don't mind these guys. Like you said, the undrafted rookie free agents. They got a lot to prove. They really do. I mean, and they don't know what they don't know. And they don't have the pressure of being drafted. You know what I mean? Kickers that get drafted with that pressure,
Oh, that's a lot of
that's
pressure.
impossible.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
the higher you
Janikowski's
get.
probably the only one that I can recall for sure that.
And he was iffy at times,
Right.
right? I mean, he had the big leg. But, yeah, I mean, I'd rather be an undrafted rookie free agent kicker
Yeah, for sure.
than a guy drafted in the second round.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, you just go out and cut it loose. Yeah, it makes sense to me.
Speaking of cutting it loose, the great DeMarco Farr, star of the Rams broadcast team here on 710 ESPN. But yesterday you were sitting in on Travis and Sliwa, right?
Yeah.
Who was doing the show with you?
One of the Kamenetsky brothers.
Was it the funny one or the?
Yeah,
It was the funny one.
the funny one.
Not the
Hilarious.
athletic one.
Not the
No.
athletic one. The
Yeah,
funny one.
disappointed me, though, with Van Halen. But go ahead. Yeah,
What
about
happened with Van Halen?
He said that he wasn't a big fan of Van Hagar. Like,
Oh.
What do you mean?
The
Sammy Hagar version.
No.
He was not a big fan of that.
No. Stop.
Yeah.
I know this is a very controversial political statement, and I realize it's Saturday and that we're Rams camp, and I don't want to offend anybody, especially not our host, the Rams. But Sammy Hagar Van Halen is my preference.
Okay, I can't go that far, but I wouldn't discount it. Yeah. So,
Okay.
but he completely discounted that part.
Oh,
of the
no,
band.
please.
Yeah,
Please,
so we
don't-
had to come
don't
back.
insult me like
But
that.
why do you ask?
I was just asking what
Yeah.
the highlight was of the
I
show,
don't
and I guess
know.
you just gave it to me.
Oh, that was it. That was part of the show, and we were talking about something about Travis is nervous about Otani or something.
Yeah.
But there's a
Yeah,
lot
he's
of
always
Otani
nervous
talk
about
on that
Otani.
show
Yeah,
right now.
but he's
He talks
sweating
a
bullets.
lot
I wasn't
of Otani.
sure. He
Yeah.
thinks he's going to the Dodgers.
Yeah.
Is that the plan?
Well, I think he's just nervous in general about Otani and like where he's going to end up. Yes.
Like scared of him or wants him?
Wants him, so
Oh, okay.
afraid that he will go somewhere else.
We had a lot of statue talk. Like if there was a statue of Otani, like is
Yeah.
he pitching or hitting,
Right.
or do you need two?
Yeah.
You got to have two.
You can't have two statues.
No, it's like one statue, but a pitching
One
part
side
and a
looks
hit.
like it's hitting, and then the opposite
Right.
side, it's like the back melds
It's-
into each other.
That's a big
well, that's
statue.
Yeah.
that's like a Siamese twin
Correct.
kind of a
Ish.
statue.
Yes.
Oh, I know how
You know
big
what I'm saying?
it is. Yeah.
Jason. Oh, look at Chris and Rampage.
Oh,
having
that's so
a
cute.
big hug. A big
That is
embrace.
so
This is a
cute.
bromance that needs
Absolutely.
to happen at all.
Oh, my
Look at
God.
it. Look at it.
Chris, oh my
They're
God.
bringing it in tight.
There's
No,
a lot
not
of love
tight.
there.
That is not tight. That is like
That was long.
these guys are going
was
out
long.
tonight.
Yeah.
These
It was
guys,
long.
That was a long hug.
Morales
They're
and
gonna have some
Rampage.
Michelob Ultras together.
Oh my God.
Is there history there?
Oh, Rampage and I go way back.
Yeah.
A lot of history.
Yeah.
That was.
Did you see that? I was all in.
beautiful.
That was fully in.
Yeah.
I was
That's how you
fully
bring
in.
it in.
That was. I mean, I felt like I almost. Honestly, it almost got me a little emotional.
You both were
Seriously,
invested.
that was beautiful.
Yeah, he wasn't trying to pull away. You guys
No.
were like in there.
Well, when when you hug me, I don't let you pull away. You know that firsthand.
But one usually tries to pull away, and the other one kind of hangs in
Oh,
there.
we were in there.
Oh, is he that guy? Is he the pull away?
He did a
No,
double bear hug on Artis.
I'm the.
Did you
PR
hang in
guy.
there too
I'm
long?
I'm the bring around the other arm guy.
Okay.
He did 3 hugs with artists.
3 hugs in like 5 minutes.
Why?
I'll explain. There's a theory to my hugging.
Okay.
It goes like this. How you doing, man? Good to see you. All right. Okay, so you give a little love, right?
Yeah.
You just give him a 3 tap on the back.
With the back tap,
right?
yeah.
Then as you get into the conversation, when you find that moment where you connect and you're laughing like, oh, damn. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm like, give it in. Another one. Give me another one. And then before you leave, we have one more.
The goodbye. That's a lot.
That's a lot of hugs, right?
That's a lot of hugs. That's
Like-
a lot of hugs. Where do you stand on hugs? Are you hug? Are you a hug? You're not a huggy guy, are you?
It depends. We got to know each other, right?
Yeah, but
You know?
3, even if you know.
No, 3 is ridiculous.
3, that's too
Yeah.
many. Okay.
Yeah. Like, and it also depends how frequently I run into you. Like, I run into DeMarco at the grocery store all the time. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, we're practically neighbors.
Say what's up, lean in.
Right.
Touch fist.
That's
That's
it.
on.
We're
Just
good.
fist bump.
Yeah.
No hug.
He's busy. He's trying to figure out.
I'm
what
trying to
milk
buy food. He's trying to buy food. We're going in different directions.
Right.
Yeah.
Trying to get there before
You would
dawn.
want to stop and talk and have, like,
Yeah.
you know, like a coffee with
How's the family?
You know-
How's things going?
You know
Right.
who trapped me in that same store?
Yeah.
Royce Gracie.
Oh, yeah,
how
yeah.
dare
The
he.
Gracie family lives in that area.
dare you.
45 minutes in the salad department.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wouldn't let me leave. He kept talking about like his life and training and all
Yeah.
that
Wait,
stuff.
wait.
Yeah.
He wasn't talking to you about you. He was talking to you about him, and he
About
wouldn't let
his
you
stuff.
out?
He showed me a picture of him getting ready to fight Akebono, and it was like from his perspective. And this 800-pound guy and 180-pound hoist. And
I
it's
love
just
the
weird.
Gracies. My
Yeah.
little guy goes to their jiu-jitsu school in
He's,
Torrance.
he's great.
Yeah.
Fantastic conversation, but right there in the little.
You just
salad
wanted to move. is
No, but hold on.
I was
If Hoist
afraid to.
Gracie,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yes,
Right.
he would have
Exactly.
killed you.
If Hoist
even
Gracie-
at this stage of his life.
Everything he said, I kept thinking, this man can kill me.
Right.
Yes.
now.
Right now.
Whenever
Right.
he wants
Right.
to. Yeah.
You're thinking to yourself, Hoist, I
And
gotta
he's
go.
got to be what now?
50-something,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, he's upper 50s.
Later,
Yeah.
I would say than that.
Dude, I gotta
mean,
go, man. I gotta go.
He looks older, but
Yeah,
you can
but-
tell the guy knows he's an octopus.
Can't leave, man.
He can
You
kill
can't
you.
leave because if you leave and you're like, and you offend him, like, hey, man, listen, listen, great story, awesome, love you, gotta go. If you leave Hoist Gracie,
Pick. Right. I thought about swinging on him just for fun.
just for the hell of
No,
it,
to
I
see
would
what would
never
happen.
see what
recommend
happens.
Why
that.
not? Just to see what would happen. Maybe I land a punch.
Let me ask you
Yeah.
something. You look like you've dropped some lbs.
Do I?
Yes, you do.
What do you
Because you
think,
and I have
Greg?
been talking
yeah,
about.
no, you absolutely do.
You and I
Yeah.
have been
Yeah,
talking about doing a
yeah.
half marathon.
Not doing that.
We haven't gotten into it yet.
Yeah, not doing that.
But you look like maybe you're dropping some. I need to catch up to you.
Well, you know what?
Yeah.
Are you training with, speaking of UFC guys who also lives in our neighborhood, Spider Silva?
No,
No?
I haven't seen him up
Anderson?
there yet.
Yeah.
I have not seen him. I heard
Yeah.
he lives there, but
Yeah.
I haven't seen him yet.
That's why I thought maybe you were training.
No,
there.
no, no.
So-
I just do a lot of you know the
No, I know.
the area. It's a
Yeah,
lot of hills.
hills,
I do a lot of
lot of
walking.
hills.
But
Yeah.
thank you. I'm glad you guys noticed.
Yeah, you're looking good.
Cappy came
Trim.
once to play pickleball with me, and I told him, like, let's go. You know, and I said, you should just get down here. DeMarco's here.
Come on,
You want to play some pickleball?
let's go.
Oh, dude, I got my
DeMarco-
No,
partner
he's
right
talking
here.
about you coming to the neighborhood.
Yeah, I'll come.
Yeah.
I got my partner right here, my dad.
Charlie Kaplan is
Yeah.
a very good pickleball
Yeah.
player. He
Decorated.
showed me his trophy.
That's though, right?
He won a tournament.
He's the actual ringer.
Phase
Oh,
4.
He's the guy. Did he
Decorated
play?
ball player.
Yeah.
Did he play in the?
No, no.
He did not.
Why
At that time, he had a broken wing.
Oh, okay. He's ready to go now. Okay.
Yeah.
I see you.
He's actually transitioned to left.
Speaking of adjusting from injuries,
Yeah.
what do we think about Matthew Stafford's re-emergence into this team with a different roster?
Well, you
completely
guys are here. I mean,
Yeah.
I was telling AD or just having a conversation. This is the curse of greatness. When you play a long time in the National Football League, the team will change over.
Yeah.
And it'll be you at 32, 35, 36, and a bunch of 20-year-olds. So, but you tell me, he's right there.
Yeah. Yep.
Matthew Stafford looks in fantastic shape.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks like he's ready to go. And this is the modern game.
Yeah.
You know, they're not getting mashed like they used to in our era. So quarterbacks are playing longer. He's still got a fantastic whip. He knows this offense.
Yeah.
He's got some young talent to mold and
And he's-
a head coach that loves offense.
And
So,
he's
yeah.
also got like a little something to prove too. You know, like yes, he
think?
won a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And then the following year comes back, can't stay
Injuries,
healthy.
right.
Team doesn't make it to the postseason. Actually, kind of falls apart. It's not his
Yeah.
fault, but I think like
I don't think that computes with him.
no. I think
Yeah.
that for him though, it's like there's all this talk. Oh, did they try and trade him? Did they try and find a dance partner?
Oh, yeah.
Then there's they tried to like renegotiate and he didn't want to, et cetera, et cetera. I just feel like he's a guy who, even late in his career, isn't just playing to play. And there's still something out there to prove.
If he stopped now, 5 years from now, are you giving him your vote if you had one? With his numbers, he's got the
ring.
ring.
Super Bowl got him in there, but I don't know if he's a first ballot guy.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. Where do you find Phillip Rivers? Same thing.
Yeah,
kind of, without the ring.
I think Phillip Rivers eventually also gets in, but much later down the road.
He's talented, like I said. He's one of the better quarterbacks I've ever seen. He's got
the gun is incredible.
The arm talent is incredible, and he loves to play. Same with Aaron Donald. Why are you doing this to yourself? This is what I say. It's funny. We laugh,
right?
But he loves to kick butt.
Yeah.
The only place he can do that is out here. So. I used to have conversations with Larry Fitzgerald when they kept saying he's going to retire. And I'd say, Larry, are you going to retire? And he goes, why? Should I?
Yeah.
I'm like, you're right. No, keep playing as long as you can play. So they're having fun. Who wouldn't want to play football in Southern California and get paid to do it?
Yeah.
A lot. Paid a lot.
He's healthy.
Yeah.
I've never seen a team hit with more bad luck on the offensive line.
Oh, my God.
Than what happened last year.
12 different iterations.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
So the starter goes out within the first 8 plays. You send the backup in.
Yeah.
He breaks his leg in 2.
Yeah.
So you got to bring in the third string guy that knows nothing to protect your best asset. So it's just it was a weird situation.
What are you hearing about the Avila, the kid from TCU?
Love him. They want to get him ready as soon as possible. His face, his head looks like a hammer. I want to keep him coming forward as much as possible.
Well, if you're an offensive lineman, that's a good shape to have as your head.
He's a mile wide.
Yeah.
He's smart. He's jovial. He's great.
What number is he? Let me check him out. 73?
You can't miss him.
Yeah, I'm going to find him. I want to see his big head.
He's the size of Rhode Island.
Yeah.
And he's young. And he's going against one of the best to ever do it in Aaron Donald.
On the other side.
Yeah.
He's getting a hell of an education. So, they want to get him ready to play as soon as possible.
I got to check out this guy's giant melon.
He's huge.
Really? Because I have a pea head.
And it's Avila.
Little tiny one.
It's not Avila. It's Avila.
Avila.
He corrected me. Yes.
Avila.
Yes, Avila.
Avila.
Yeah.
Avila.
Okay.
Avila.
See that big old headed
Avila.
guy.
Yeah.
Check him out.
Look, you might be on the wrong side of the economics in football.
Mm-hmm.
This is probably not where you want to be as far as roster construction, but it's not the end of the world, and you've got a pretty good damn coaching staff to coach some young guys up.
Plus, I was telling George DeMarco that when you get out here and you start to smell the grass and you start to feel the football and you get the vibe from the whole thing, the fans, the players, everything, and you come in and you're thinking they're a 6-win team, and you know what I say?
What?
Winning Super Bowl.
Well, that's going too far.
Just winning.
I heard you say something, though.
Just
Bone
winning.
to pick. You said you're surprised with how many fans were out here.
Oh, no, I think it's more than ever.
And
is
he's
what I'm
a bigger
saying.
phony than that, because when I was sitting there saying, I said, I wanted to go through the schedule, and I said, I'm going to give you best case scenario. Every break goes their way, right?
Yeah.
Like that kind of. I found myself saying, complete ceiling is 10 wins. I would say floor is probably like 6 or 7. You know what I mean?
I think that's fair.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's somewhere in between there, probably.
Your biggest problem in this division is who?
San Francisco.
With Purdy coming back off injury?
Yeah.
We don't know.
Right.
He looked good with him.
Yeah.
Good D-line, still a matchup problem.
Yeah. Great roster across the board.
I was going to say Seattle and Geno.
I think Seattle takes a step back.
With Geno.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why you think that.
Yeah.
I
feel like they have to take a step forward.
I think that I think because just if you look at the NFL historically, right? There's the average, I believe it's 5 teams that made the postseason do not make it the next season.
Fair.
Over the last 20 years.
Yeah.
That is the average.
I was impressed watching Geno Smith play.
And they barely got in.
Yeah.
You know?
But I was impressed watching him play. He got better and better and better and better. Maybe this could be the right spot for him.
And the right
he
time.
Changes the narrative.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Right
He
time of
becomes
his
like
career.
a Rich Gannon type.
Maybe. Who knows? Who knows? And Pete Carroll is just, the guy is ageless. So, but I still think this division is out there.
Yeah.
For just about
the Cardinals are going to stink.
And I still think you might have the best quarterback in this division.
Yes.
On your football team.
No, I'll give you that.
Now he's got to stay healthy.
Yeah. Well, you got to protect him. That's number one. So, yeah, we'll see.
That's why Avila is out.
Are they better on paper? I mean, just on paper?
line-wise?
Yeah, from where they were, call it a year ago?
Watch 77, Alaric Jackson. He might be their left tackle, and they'll slide Joe Noteboom into a guard spot, left guard spot.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but Alaric Jackson is, I think, what you need for a guy like Matthew Stafford.
You say left tackle.
Yes.
Wow.
Joe Noteboom is an athlete, tremendous athlete. Alaric Jackson is a guy that knows how to play left tackle.
He's a wall.
And he's vicious.
Yeah. Third-year player.
Yeah.
Undrafted player.
He's hungry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're tasking him to protect the backside of Matthew Stafford.
Right. So how about that? A third-year undrafted guy from Iowa is going to protect your best asset.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny because I feel like you guys get a bad rap for they buy players, they trade for players. That team that won the Super Bowl, 29 guys in the roster were developed from this roster.
Yeah, but they were top heavy. They did. They
No, I
brought in
get
some
it, but
stars.
it's not like they're incapable
Yeah.
as a group to develop
True.
guys.
I think
you know?
this is more fun. You're going to have to develop guys and develop some homegrown stars. And I'll give you another one. I think your next star is coming out of the secondary.
Okay. What
Right
do you
here
got?
in front of you.
Let me see.
Yeah.
What
Oh,
number?
let me
Your
take a
next
look.
star is coming out of the secondary. Pick one. They're all good. They're all coming into their second year.
Gotcha.
Kobe
Okay.
Durant, I guess, would be the leader in the clubhouse.
Kobe Durant,
Okay.
would be the next guy as the star.
Kobe and KD mix.
Yeah. Fuller is coming back. He's healthy. Back at safety. A guy named Rush East is taking over as the other safety. He had a tremendous camp.
Okay.
Got overshadowed. Remember the thing in Cincinnati when AD went nuts and started hitting people with helmets? Remember that day?
Yeah.
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 What he overshadowed was a great day by Rush East. Made the team that day. Absolutely shut them down. So here he is now as a starter in the secondary. So your next star is coming out of that group. If you find someone or a group of people that can rush the passer on the edge, then you've got something. If you can help out Aaron Donald in the middle with some good edge rushing, if you can find guys, turn guys into that, you might have something on defense. But it's going to be young. They're going to be fast. They're going to make a ton of mistakes. But it's going to be a ton of big plays at the same time.
I love it. DeMarco, thank you for hanging out with us, man.
You got it,
Super
man.
Bowl.
I got
man.
one quick
Super
question.
Bowl.
I know we got to go, but
Four
one
field
quick
goals.
question.
Yeah.
This season, DeMarco, we have unprecedented training camp coverage. 7 days we're going to be here. 7 shows.
Awesome.
But Tuesday, August 8th, Sedano might not be able to be here.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Could you carry Cappy for 3 hours?
Could
4
you
to 7
carry
p.m.?
me?
Well, just don't miss the field goal.
Dude, 4 in a row.
And if you miss a field goal
Yeah.
and I block it
Yeah.
and we win,
Yeah.
I don't want to see you celebrating.
Oh, I
You're
won't
not
do
allowed.
it.
I
No,
don't
no.
wanna
Oh,
see
I
you
didn't
celebrate.
celebrate. I did not
You did not-
celebrate.
you did not-
Oh,
okay.
dude.
So
I
you get
did
the
not.
politics.
Oh, dude.
Absolutely.
So Corporate
Yeah.
Grade can slot you in.
Yes.
Oh, beautiful.
Done.
Great. Got it
Beautiful.
on there now.
I'm in there.
August 8th?
Perfect.
You
All
put it
right,
on the
brother.
schedule?
Where you going?
It's on the schedule
Okay, nice.
I'm
right now.
just staycationing.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Well, he's George Sedano.
I'll see you at the grocery store.
I'll see you there.
Yeah.
All right, man.
All right. There he is, DeMarco Farr. All right, we'll take a break. More coverage here from Rams training
Freaking
camp.
love DeMarco
Sedano
Farr.
and Cap, 710 ESPN, your home for the LA Rams.
fearsome Rams defense led by Aaron Donald would haunt the NFL.
He's wrapped up and sacked at the 1 by Aaron Donald.
And together, it would lead to a Lombardi trophy for LA.
A Lombardi trophy for Los Angeles.
But then, Coach's 6th season would be an injury-plagued nightmare. After a 5-12 finish, McVay's first losing season was thought to possibly be his last with the Rams, as predictions of a team rebuild loomed. Today, the road back to the Super Bowl begins.
Hi, this is Coach Sean McVay. It's time for Rams training camp.
Head coach Sean McVay is back.
Matthew Stafford is back.
Cooper Kupp is back.
And Aaron Donald is back.
And we are back with Rams football on 710 ESPN.
Hi, this is Matthew Stafford of your Los Angeles Rams. It's time for Rams training camp.
This is Sedano and Cappy for a Saturday live from Rams training camp.
Beep, ba-da-bop.
Bing,
ba-da-da.
doom,
Ba-da-bop. Beep, ba-da-bop. Beep, boom, bum.
boom, ba-dum, bum. I don't know who it was in the Circle of Trust yesterday that was at some concert somewhere, and he was taking a selfie video, and the song was on, and he's out in the field going, bing, ba-da-bop. Boo, bada, bing, ding, da, da, do. That's cool, man. People know the words.
You didn't remember the person's name?
Nah.
Oh.
Nah.
Cappy, it is fun to be here in the on the campus of UC Irvine, as always.
Shout out Anteaters.
Yeah, the Anteaters. I picked them their most recent trip to the it might be I don't know if it's their only one, but it was their most recent trip to the NCAA tournament. It was in the 7-10 bracket. I had the Irvinians winning. They were, I believe, a 14 seed in that game.
Did they win?
They did.
Who'd they beat? Remember?
I don't remember who they beat, but I remember because we were doing crosstalk when they won back in the old purgatory days.
Oh, way back.
Yeah, so way, way, way back. And I remember Mason saying, I should have taken him.
George, let's do a little scouting right here for everybody that's listening on the radio because there's been a lot of traffic out there, so people might be stuck, and that's good because we're here. I was watching Cooper Kupp.
Oh, you were watching Cooper Kupp.
Okay, here comes Cooper Kupp
Yeah.
with Matthew Stafford. Okay, Here comes a rep with these two guys.
All right.
Let's take a look at Cooper Kupp and see if we think
All right,
his
here we
knee
go.
looks
Stafford
good.
takes the snap, drops back, looks over the middle. It is complete to number 89, the tight end, I would presume. I
That's
don't know his
right.
name.
That's Tyler Higbee.
Oh, there you
That's
go.
Higbee.
Tyler Higbee.
There you go.
Got to get a depth chart here, people.
I don't have one
I
at
know.
the moment. Yeah.
Need a depth chart here,
Who's
everybody.
16 at QB.
Dresser win.
Just dropped one in down the sideline to number 83.
Okay, number 83.
We
God,
can do
this-
play-by-play. We're the home of the Rams.
I
here.
know, but it's taken me too long to find the guy's
I need a
names and
spotter.
number.
You're a
I
bad
know.
spotter.
Well, look how small
We need
the,
Beto for that.
look how
He's good at
small
Yeah, where's
this is.
Beto when I need him?
I don't know, in
Seriously.
Florida at a fight or something. I
Yeah,
think.
he was good.
Yeah, I watched
Did
him
you watch
last
the
night.
fight?
Yeah.
That Cuban guy knocked out. Beto had a great KO call, actually. Here's Stafford, drops back, looks left, throws, caught there by Cooper Kupp, running up the seam for a touchdown.
Nothing like training camp play-by-play, Jack. I
tell
love
you.
it.
I'll tell you,
Sedano's
George.
got to get his
Yeah,
game.
I got to
right.
get in.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll tell
There's
you,
Van
George.
Jefferson with a nice slant pass.
In watching Cooper Kupp,
Yeah.
it doesn't look like he's missed a beat.
No, he looks just like Cooper Kupp.
He looks like he's in mid-season form already.
Yeah.
I can't see any rust on Cooper Kupp.
Okay. I love it.
Is that enough exaggeration for you?
Yeah, sure.
Looks good, though.
He does look good.
Cooper Kupp looks good. That's a big story, right? I mean, look.
Yeah, I would agree.
Matthew Stafford.
Matthew Stafford is number one.
Yep.
But Cooper Kupp is number two.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Listen, you know how we go into a Lakers season and we're like, well, AD's got to stay healthy.
Yeah.
By the way, Cappy, you see who's standing right in front of you?
Oh, my.
Oh,
look at this.
Kurt
Oh,
Sandoval.
look at this guy.
The great Kurt Sandoval.
Kurt Sandoval should be right here, right now. Here he comes.
Here he is. Don't forget Kurt Sandoval, the sideline reporter on your Rams
What's up, Kurt?
preseason games.
Good. Go ahead.
Come on in here, Kurt.
On ABC7. Andrew Siciliano on the call with, I believe, MJD, right? On the
With no pin today.
Mina Kimes.
Yeah, that's kind of strange. Oh, you're
There.
wearing the ABC
The Circle
7
7
shirt?
shirt.
Got the
So the
logo,
logo.
but
Got
no
the logo.
pin.
Logo actually.
No.
But if you have the logo, that's redundant. You don't need the pin.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
there you go.
So it's one or the other?
Pin doesn't look good with a golf shirt.
Gotcha.
Yeah, there you
gotcha.
go.
Sorry I missed the softball tournament.
Bro.
I know we missed you.
Bro.
Yeah.
I mean, we
needed
got
you.
crushed.
We needed you.
Yeah.
I needed to be there. I was on the disabled list.
What happened?
Yeah.
I'll tell you this honestly.
Yeah. He's going to fix your wire.
Yeah, because
real quick.
you
Hold on.
You got the headset. There you go.
There we go.
There you go.
Now we're
Kurt
good.
Sandoval,
Better?
ABC7.
There we
Thanks,
go.
Rick.
He's used to, a lav mic.
I can tell you this now. I
Or a stick.
just had cancer surgery.
Oh, my.
wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
And
you
I
okay?
had, yeah.
me
It's
take a
great
look.
now. But
Good.
I had lymphoma and I had a tumor taken out of my neck.
Wow.
And just got my results. That's
How we
why
doing?
Just had a PET scan Wednesday and got my results back and cancer-free. Right?
Thank
Hey.
God, brother. All right, man.
That's why I had to
Shout
miss
out to
the,
you.
uh,
See, come here. This is when, hold on. Let me show you something right here.
He's going to bring it.
Kurt, come here.
Yeah.
Look, excuse
He's
me.
a
Fergie.
hugger. So
See,
just
this
be-
is when
be aware.
in the middle of it, you hug it out.
Yeah, that's
In
right.
the middle of it. You see that?
Yeah.
You see? Right in the
Yeah.
middle
But
of
you
it.
didn't have the
I'm a
front
hugger.
hug. You didn't have the
That's
hug at
only
the
because
beginning.
he was on the other side,
Okay.
but that deserved a hug.
Right, and
It
there was
does.
a lot of wiring that needed
I know.
to
You
Yeah.
make me duck underneath wires.
That deserved a hug.
Yeah.
All right, so I don't want to make it about me. You guys are here talking Rams.
Yeah.
Can I ask you? Okay, Vegas says 6.5 wins.
I got over. I got them about, if I was really handicapping it, 8 or 9 is probably where I would put
Okay, I know I'm the sideline reporter. I know I'm a little biased. I get to do the McVay show. I think they're going to win 10 games. I really do.
That's my ceiling. I said everything breaks right there. They get every break, 10 wins. He thought I was nuts.
But being here today, Kurt,
Now he's got them where?
the smell,
Yeah.
the vibe,
Yeah. Yeah.
the energy that I'm receiving from this crowd.
The pads popping.
Okay, right?
Pads popping.
I've made my declaration. Super Bowl.
There it is.
wow.
Super Bowl.
Now you're going.
Now you're drinking.
Where's
the
the Super
Kool-Aid.
Vegas. Easy trip.
Right.
Yeah.
Super
I
Bowl.
will. Bottom line is when you see the cerebral brain of Cooper Kupp and Matthew Stafford, and you go, okay, all those young guys got experience on the offensive line. They're going to design different plays. San Francisco clearly the team to beat. But do you really think that when you look at the end of the season, they almost beat Seattle with Baker Mayfield,
Right.
and he hits a pass?
They
to
beat the
Benjamin?
Raiders in that game. Remember?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So injuries, you cannot underestimate what that did to this team. And,
Right, but-
Sean
but-
McVay did not get stupid.
But if your quarterback is healthy,
Yes.
if your star wide receiver is healthy, DeMarco brings up the point that if this offensive line can remain healthy because it was just torn to shreds all season long. And then DeMarco talked to us recently about can they find a pass rush. So can those things happen? Maybe. Maybe they can. But I'll say this. You do have a star quarterback. You do have an MVP wide receiver.
Yep.
You do have the best defensive player, even still to this day, rated the number 1 defensive player in the NFL.
Right. And if he causes havoc like the way he can, the rest of that defense looks a lot better.
I love this offense.
Yeah.
And what you said, Cappy, on offense, I think they're beyond fine. They can play with anybody. It's defense, and it's losing the leadership of a Jalen Ramsey, losing his aggressiveness. Leonard Floyd, I mean, that's a huge loss to me at linebacker. And everybody, A'Shaun Robinson was a terrific defensive line. I mean, they lost Greg Gaines. They lost some real talent up front.
Yeah, and experience, too.
Experience.
Tons of experience there.
But I will say, sometimes you guys know this from covering sports and being in sports, sometimes when everybody says, oh, you have no chance.
Oh, yeah. That's the surprise.
Well, that's just it.
And this league, Cappy, is the one that does it the most. We were just telling DeMarco that if you look over the last 20 years, the average is 5 teams who made the playoffs don't make it the next year.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
But you see, I was saying this to DeMarco. He didn't agree, but I think Matthew Stafford has something to prove. I really do. By the way, I think Sean McVay has something to prove. Yes, they've won a Super Bowl, but then they went from Super Bowl to all the injuries to not making the playoffs to having people think they're not that good. Like, why are they playing? To collect paychecks?
Well, and it's funny because when Stafford talked to us on Wednesday, that coincidentally was my question, that all these guys say they have a chip on their shoulder. I said, is that accurate for you? And in summarizing, he basically said, I don't think you play in this league if you don't come to training camp every year with that chip on your shoulder that I've got to prove myself. I've got to win my job. I will tell you guys this, and this is why I'm going over. I love Jared Goff, and we all know how good he's performing right now. But the very first time I saw Matthew Stafford 2 years ago throw a no-look pass in that corner, I was like, oh, boy, this guy's different. And I saw it again 2 days ago at practice. I'm like, his timing, I just keep using the word cerebral.
Hell, he did it in the Super Bowl.
He did it, and people don't talk about it. I mean, that was the most incredible play, one of the most incredible plays in Super Bowl history.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, people think he doesn't have it anymore. No, he didn't. The greatest quarterback of all time. If you're throwing from your butt, you're not gonna complete a pass. It was an offensive line issue as well as, and he had elbow issues.
Right.
Just gonna keep that quiet. But from last year, but. I think there's a lot to be. I think they're going to be right in the mix. I really do.
Well, I hope you're right because it'll be a really exciting season.
Yeah.
You know, if these guys come out looking for a little redemption, like everybody's doubting McVay, everybody's doubting Stafford. Can Kupp get back, et cetera? All these stories, man. I'm looking forward to it. I can't believe football season's actually here. 2 weeks ago I was jonesing, get me to football season. Now I'm like, oh damn,
it's here.
It's here.
Yeah. Well, Kurt, man, we're super excited for you, man.
You guys.
Much love to you.
Yeah, congratulations.
Okay.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
We'll see you soon.
Awesome.
There
did
he
you break
is.
that story right here today, or did you break that story on Channel 7?
No, right here.
There it is.
Some inside people at Channel 7 knew, but I was just so excited about it.
Yeah, man, you should be.
Right?
Get a new lease on life, brother. That's
You
awesome.
got sunscreen on today, or what?
Of course.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, making sure, pal.
Yeah, we're taking care of
I
it.
care about you.
Yeah.
Love you guys.
All right, man.
too,
See you, Kurt. There he is, the great Kurt Sandoval, ABC 7 with us here. So, thank
love
you
this
again.
guy.
Absolutely.
Boy, how's that? Drop some bombs on us right there.
Yeah, no doubt.
I kind of felt like once he told us, then I was like, okay, I feel good news is coming.
Yeah, like it's, he's part of the familia.
Yeah.
So now, you still going to give him grief for you say dropping the ball?
No, the statute of limitations on the drop ended after the second softball game.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough. There he is. Rams great, two-time Pro Bowler. Leroy Irvin is going to join us here in just a second here on the home of the Rams, 710 ESPN. So, sir, how are you? Thank you for hanging out with us.
I'm great. Sedano and Kap. George.
Yes, sir.
Yo, what's going on, man?
How you guys doing?
We're good.
Great. How you doing?
We're good.
Great. Hey, the helmet never won a game,
Right.
The helmet never won a game. It's the guys that wear the helmet that win the game.
Absolutely.
That's right.
What is it like when you first day of camp, even for someone like yourself, what is it like to be in this environment?
It's great because your first check is on its way. The first check is on its way. You got last. But hey, come on, man.
Yeah.
This is nothing compared to what we had.
Oh, back in those days.
Please,
guys.
man.
They're not even hitting.
Come on.
They're not even hitting.
These guys. They're not even wearing shoulder pads, these guys.
What?
They're not wearing pants.
No shoulder pads.
Man, they ain't got no hip pads. Hey, they ain't got no butt pad. Remember back in the old days, you had the one butt pad,
You
dude?
need that butt pad.
Right?
Yeah.
Ain't nobody wear no thigh pads.
Yeah,
People don't wear knee pads no more.
I know. Hey,
They're just running in shorts.
The game has changed, but the money hasn't.
Yeah.
Well, no.
The money has changed.
Yeah.
It has changed.
A lot bigger.
Certainly better for them.
Oh, yeah, better for them. But, the game there's always an evolution in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you were playing, though, we're just talking about these guys not wearing pads, because they don't have to because nobody's hitting each other out here today. Like Eric Dickerson, teammate of yours?
Yes.
Like when when I was a kid, Eric Dickerson had on everything, man.
Yeah, everything.
The goggles that you wore for racquetball.
Everything.
You know what I'm saying? Every, elbow pad, neck brace.
The big mouthpiece.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
He had on everything.
Yeah.
You know why? Because his grandmother wouldn't let him play unless he was. Whole different part of the game for us, and me loving to return punts, and I went back to Atlanta, where I'm from, Augusta.
Yeah,
and it's the first time my dad ever saw me play in a game. So returning punts was special.
Do you still have the? I know you had the record at 207. It's a 207 return yards in a single game. Is that still the record?
Still the record.
I love it.
1981.
Let's go.
Damn.
1981. Come on, man.
That's a long time.
1981. It's a long time.
No one can break that in 1981.
Come on, man. Really? Come on. Ain't nobody out here can return a punt.
I figured if somebody broke it, I could beat somebody again.
Yeah. Well, hey, let me ask you a question. Is it true that in the mid-'80s, during the Let's Ram It video, you called yourself the Iceman?
Yeah, the Iceman.
Yeah, talk to me about the Iceman.
Well, the Iceman, because I was the coolest cat around.
Yeah.
I scored more than anybody else on the D.
Yeah.
So I don't know how I got that name, because my nickname on the team was Clutch Cargo.
Maybe. I'm just thinking about the timing here. What year was Top Gun? Anybody know what year Top Gun is?
84, I want to say.
Okay, because Iceman was Top Gun, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Iceman?
Yeah,
Remember that?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
86.
86.
Oh, 86. That's the year of Let's Ram It.
Yeah.
So I don't know who came up with that name, but it stuck with me since then, I think.
I love it. I love it. Now, the Pro Bowl, when you went a couple times, it was Hawaii, right? I would imagine back then. So that had to be a nice reward back in those days.
We hit.
Oh, right.
We hit.
At the Pro Bowl practices or at the games?
In the practices, we hit.
No way.
We had gear on.
How much did the winner get?
10,000.
How much the loser?
5.
Okay, so you wanted that money.
Hey, no, it was Lawrence Taylor comes into the locker room halftime and said,
"Yeah,
I ain't gonna cuss," but he said,
"Sorry,
it's time to get that money. It's time to get that money." I'm thinking, what are you talking about? It's time to start playing. We need that money.
Yeah,
and I think it was like 5,000 and 10,000.
Right.
Wasn't that much money, but to us it was a lot of money.
Right.
Because the first time I was in the Pro Bowl, I was making like 75,000.
Right.
And to get 10,000 in one whop in the game, man, that was a lot of money.
Oh, dude. 75,000 was your salary back in the mid-'80s?
My salary was 45, 55, 75, 100. My first 4 years.
Wow. Were you loaded back then? Were you loaded? Were you like, man, I'm the man. I got a Corvette?
I had a pocket full of ones. A pocket full of ones. You know what I mean? I was rolling.
I mean, dude, I know where I'm going when I got a pocket full of ones.
I was in an apartment. I lived in an apartment complex, right?
Yeah.
Here I'm thinking I make so much money.
Yeah.
My neighbor, him and his wife made more than me.
Oh, wow.
I'm taking them out to dinner, buying them food.
Yeah.
Come to find they're making more than I am.
Yeah. You're like, what the hell am I doing?
You're the ball player. You make a lot of money.
Yeah.
And you played at what is now Angel Stadium. Isn't that where you played?
Yes.
You guys lived down in Orange County back then?
Yeah, I lived in Fullerton back then.
Yeah.
And, it was, the environment was, it was a baseball stadium.
Right.
You know, but we made do, and we didn't really notice any difference because back then teams didn't share information. Everybody was basically on the same team for the longest.
Right.
Now there's free agency, so guys know what other organizations do. And back then it was like if you're a good player, you played your whole career with the Rams, and maybe they sent you off to Detroit like me in your last year.
Yeah.
But it was we enjoyed it. The fans were great.
Now, when you were in Detroit, was that after Mel Gray or before Mel Gray?
That was Mel. I got to Detroit.
Yeah.
Mel Gray came.
Right. At the same time.
Well, I got there in my 11th year.
Right.
And Mel Gray was there. He was the punt returner, the kick returner.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm thinking I'm going there to be punt returner.
Yeah.
And that wasn't gonna happen. Mel was too good.
Yeah.
And I was too old. Yeah.
I think that's probably Barry Sanders is probably just getting there, like right after you're done.
Yeah, Barry Sanders' second year.
Right.
I mean, Barry's such a humble guy. One day it was like 4 degrees outside.
Yeah.
And he had a flat tire.
Oh no.
And Wayne Fonts would only let Barry park his car in the driveway coming into the stadium.
Yeah.
So Barry's out there in the freezing cold changing his tire.
Outside the Pontiac Silverdome.
Outside the Silverdome. I said, Barry, what are you doing, man? I'm going to go call the maintenance crew to come change your tire. He said, Leroy, you think I'm too good to change my own tire?
Oh, hell no.
Wow.
He changed his own tire.
Damn.
I had a funny story. I used to work for a little while when Brian Cox, linebacker for many years in the NFL, worked in the media. He told me a hilarious story. I asked him one time, I said, look, man, you've played against a lot of great running backs. Like, who was the best? And he said, no question, Barry Sanders. I said, why? He goes, man, I missed that dude 3 times on one play.
Yeah.
He was just that quick and that
Barry,
good.
He was.
Yeah.
I've never seen a back quicker than Barry.
Yeah.
There's a lot of great backs that have come out. Dickerson, of course, Walter and Jim Brown and, a lot of other guys. But Barry, man, he was just something special. Wow.
Yeah, he was
the offense. If he would have been in an I formation with the lead fullback like the old days, the records would be.
Yeah, because they were run and shoot, right?
They were run and shoot.
Yeah.
And he basically no lead blocker.
Right.
And no
4 wideouts
and no quarterback. I mean,
not Scott Mitchell was okay.
Getting there.
Well, Scott was at later.
Right, that was at the end.
Yeah, but that was at the end.
Was Eric Kramer right for a little while?
Yeah. So
trying to think who was before that.
Rodney Pete was
Rodney Pete.
Yeah.
Was there, and then Kramer. But, you know, I mean, not Pro Bowl guys.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Solid guys.
And solid guys.
Wayne Fonts was the coach. And
Wayne Fonts was the coach.
He was just the middle of the road.
Well, and Barry ended up. The funny story was at the end that Barry retired. Right. I remember that early.
Yeah.
And there was a big story that Jimmy Johnson, when he left Dallas, he did Fox in between, but he coached the Dolphins on his second stint, and he tried to convince Barry to come out of retirement, but they would have had to have given compensation to the Lions because the Lions still had his rights.
Barry Sanders, just funny story though. You're talking about him changing his tire. It makes people who listen, go, "Wow, what a humble guy!" Especially as a young guy. One small experience with Barry Sanders. So you got done in Detroit in 1990, right?
Yes.
I was an undrafted free agent kicker in training camp with the Lions in like 94-ish.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I'm not going to make the team.
Right.
Okay? I'm a leg.
Right.
I'm just there to take reps. I'm hoping I can get to the World League of American Football and go smoke weed in freaking Amsterdam. Okay? That's what I wanted. All right? So I'm in training camp with the Lions, and every night we'd have dinner at the Holiday Inn in Pontiac. That's where we had training camp, right? Barry Sanders at dinner sit by himself.
Yeah.
Kind of a weird thing.
Yeah.
Now, I'm about 23, 24 years old, and I know what my future is. It's not in the NFL. It's with a microphone around my head. You know what I mean? So I sit right down with that young brother right there. And me and him sat there every night having dinner. I'm an undrafted free agent. I'm not making this team. No chance at all.
Right.
And he spent every night having dinner with me. Talking basketball or sports or whatever else.
Yeah,
very, very cool guy.
Very cool guy.
Yeah.
Very nice guy. You know, I got one autograph from Barry Sanders. It was like 1996.
Yeah.
And so every time I see him, I kind of want him to sign something for me, right?
Yeah.
He said, "Leroy, why you want my signature?" he acted like, wow, Leroy, why would you want my signature? You're Leroy Irvin. Why would you want my signature? He thought it was a joke that I wanted his signature, but I really wanted his signature.
Well, Leroy, it's been an absolute pleasure hanging out with you, brother. And we appreciate it.
Just real quick, you're wearing this Rams Legends shirt. You got something cooking out here today or what?
Well, I was. Hey, Verizon guy. If you don't have Verizon phones, get one.
Yeah, I have one.
Oh, there we go.
Now I was out signing autographs earlier.
Nice.
There's a group of Special Olympic kids that are here.
Oh, nice.
And I just can't wait to go hang out with them, watch practice with them.
That's gonna be fun.
But I just came out to watch practice. My son's over here, and my girlfriend's over here.
Okay,
nice.
I'm just gonna have some fun today.
Hell yeah.
Well, it's great to meet you, sir. It was an absolute pleasure,
guys.
Get ready.
Anytime,
We're about to
man.
hug it out. Just so you know, we're about to hug it out.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Just
All
we're
right.
across from each other right now.
Leroy Irvin,
Let's do it.
Rams
Let's
legend,
do it, baby.
two-time Pro
Whose
Bowler
house?
here.
Whose house?
There we go. All right, we're back in just a moment here. Rams training camp, 710 ESPN, your home of the LA Rams.
Yes, indeed. Sedano and Cappy on a Saturday special. We're letting the COT, the Circle of Trust, pick the rejoin music today. Beto and Whittier. Keep that up there, Wilbur, for a second. That is Jumpin' Jack Flash, Jack. That's what Beto tweeted. Jumpin' Jack Flash, Jack by the Stones.
Bam, bam.
Meanwhile, before we get back to the football talk, Cappy and Sedano, Corporate Greg out here has breaking news, apparently. Breaking Saturday news.
Breaking Saturday news. The 3-horse, Angioletta, and the Del Mar race number 5 came in first place.
Really? Because the original thing showed it as the third place.
Right. So Angioletta was first. The 3 was the first. 5 Lottery was the 5th.
So it was a photo
second,
finish, perhaps.
And Roscoe Village, the number 9 horse, was the 3rd. So Angioletta is a winner.
But you see,
horse winner.
Right. But the video on George's phone was so small.
No, but I saw where the numbers were.
That I couldn't even see it. Dude, that's unbelievable. Like, and I was robbed of the adrenaline rush.
The thrill of victory.
Right. I was robbed of that feeling.
Yeah.
Right.
And by the way, TVG did a terrible job because they put the number 3 horse in third place at the end.
All I know is this. That's back-to-back winners.
That's what I was just going to ask. So back-to-back weekends, your horses won.
Right.
What does that mean?
Hey, you know where I'm at right now, right? I'm at Rams training camp.
Yeah.
Okay? I could be there today celebrating in the winner's bar, sucking on champagne, pal.
Yeah.
But instead, I'm here.
Jack.
Okay? I'm here today at Rams training camp.
Because you smell the grass.
Because I need to scout these guys.
Yeah.
I need to scout them out.
Right.
So wait, so how did this happen? Did everybody in the Circle of Trust say, hey, we have a point of information here?
Yeah. Everybody checks up on everything in the Circle of Trust. Yeah. And so we got a tweet that just said the number 3
We know we're on the radio today, so they're listening.
Yeah. Right. Oh, yeah, for sure. And by the way,
we're on YouTube today, too, by the way.
By the way.
At ESPN Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Let me add in a fourth, by the way.
Go ahead.
By the way.
You told me his name was Leroy Irvin.
He called himself
Leroy.
He called himself Leroy.
Leroy.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
So I corrected it myself at the end.
I heard it. I was like,
by the
oh,
way,
good.
He was funny.
He was great.
He's hilarious.
I mean, I knew we were in for a fun time. The first question I asked him, I said, what does it feel like to be back here at training camp, the first day you kind of put yourself back there? And he's like, payday.
Yeah, right.
First check.
Right, we're getting our first
and I was
check.
like, we got a good one, good conversation coming here.
So I walked up to him and I said, Leroy, right? And he goes, yeah.
Oh.
So
I guess he goes by both.
Yeah.
All right.
You know?
Well, he said Leroy, so
he said Leroy.
Saying Leroy is the French version.
Yeah.
By the way, still to come, we're on until 7 o'clock. The great Andrew Siciliano from NFL Network is going to join us, part of the Rams preseason broadcast.
Yeah.
Of course, Sedano did a week of shows with him way back when.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that. Plus, the great Aaron Donald, after practice, will join Sedano and Cap right here on 710 ESPN.
Now, as far as Aaron Donald goes, what do you guys think I should do?
I want to see the photo.
Are you going to hug him?
Oh, I'm done.
You've hugged everybody today.
How many hugs do you get with Aaron Donald, though?
I don't know.
No,
if
you got to do one.
No,
just one.
No, I don't know
2?
if I'm hugging Aaron Donald.
Not at all.
You're scared to hug Aaron Donald.
No, here's why.
Too sweaty.
See Aaron Donald right there, number 99?
Yeah.
Okay? I want you to watch him work right now.
Yeah. All right, look, let's do a little play-by-play. Stafford's in the gun here. Looks like they got 3 receivers out in the formation.
Donald lined up as a rush
Takes
end.
the snap. Looks right, flushed out of the pocket,
By
throws
Donald.
it down the right sideline, incomplete, out of the outstretched arms of Tutu Atwell.
Very nice.
That's good play by
Nicely
play.
done.
You didn't even need a spotter.
Right.
No, he doesn't.
Aaron Donald lined up as the defensive end and went right around the right tackle and put that pressure on Stafford that had him step up into the pocket, George.
Yeah, and, Atwell, former second-round pick for the Rams back in 2021.
It is interesting to see the way the Rams defensive coaching staff is moving Aaron Donald around.
Yeah, he was on the end on that side.
And trying to create confusion for this LA Rams offense.
Yeah, so here they come. And now I think who's that? I can't see the number. Is that Stetson Bennett?
That looks like Brett Rippon.
Oh, there you go. Brett Rippon. Is he the son of Mark? Rippon lets it rip down the left sideline, and it's batted away. A diving attempt there.
Austin Trammell, the intended receiver, the second-year man out of Rice.
Yeah, and that was defended by number 6, who I don't have a name for right now.
Cappy's got the sheet in front of him.
Number 6 is Trey Tomlinson, the rookie DB out of TCU, the 6th-round draft choice.
Yeah.
Related to
Trey
Lagana?
Hodges Tomlinson, by the way.
Thank you.
Yes, it's
Thank
a hyphenated name.
Thank you so much.
Is he related to your guy?
Is he related to Tom? Didn't LaDainian Tomlinson go to TCU?
He did.
Yeah.
So is he related to
I think
LaDainian?
so. I feel like there is a cousin thing.
What's his name?
I've heard.
What's this guy's name?
Tomlinson.
Trey Hodges Tomlinson.
Does that help?
Thanks, Cappy.
I was just going to say we should have an alternate feed.
So here's Rippon again. Play action. Checks it down. Incomplete. Too high. for his intended target.
George, I'm looking for a wide receiver, number 4. I can't find him yet. I don't see him out on the field.
Yeah.
But he's kind of an interesting story. You ready for this?
Yeah.
He's the nephew. He's the nephew of LaDainian Tomlinson.
Oh, there you go.
Uh-huh.
So that's why the Hodges Tomlinson. There you go.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
There's a kid, number 4.
Number 4.
Wide receiver.
Yeah.
His name is Braxton Burmeister.
Yeah.
Does that name sound familiar to you from your
Brian
college
Burmeister.
football? No, Braxton Burmeister.
No, why? What's
Let
the
me
story?
tell you the story on this kid.
Yeah. You tell me the story while I watch Rippin'. Go ahead.
All-American high school quarterback.
Yeah.
Goes to Oregon.
Right.
Starts as a true freshman because Herbert, as I recall, may have gotten hurt.
Right.
And so Burmeister, as a true freshman, starts at Oregon.
Yeah.
Loses the job. Transfers to Virginia Tech.
Right.
Has a couple of decent years as a starting quarterback at Virginia Tech.
Yeah.
Transfers home to San Diego State.
Right.
Terrible. I mean, terrible.
Really?
Now, in training camp, as a wide receiver.
Right. Kind of like the kid for New England all those years from Kent
Julian
State.
Edelman.
Yeah. Yeah.
Number 4. Now a career collegiate quarterback.
Transforming into a wide receiver.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, I mean, we've seen it now. Edelman is kind of the guy, right? The prototypical guy.
You know who else kind of fits that? Is remember the guy from the Steelers, the quarterback at Indiana, Antoine Randall
L.
Yeah, remember him?
Yeah, he was a great receiver, actually.
Yeah.
And was a good college quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, it looks like we're not. Are we live scrimmaging here still? Yeah, it looks like it. Who's in there now? Oh, Matthew Stafford's back in there. So the starters are back out there now. Stafford's in the gun.
Higbee wide right.
Checking down. Cooper Kupp in motion from left to right. He's now in the slot. You got 4 receivers out there. Trips to the right.
Keeping my eye on Vance Jefferson, number 12, split out left.
So Stafford, quick drop, throws it out to Vance Jefferson on the boundary. Jefferson gets the ball and runs it up the sideline. Whistle dead there after about a 10-yard gain.
Jefferson.
I think you're ready, Sedano.
Oh, he's in midseason form.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Maybe
in
even
midseason
playoff form so
Oh,
far.
yeah. No doubt.
Yeah. I was
Hey,
hoping more than just Jefferson from my analyst there, though.
You want to know something, dude? You know what you should do? You should come out here on Monday and Tuesday when we're about to do the show.
And just
you
do
should
play-by-play?
just sit here and do play-by-play to yourself.
Well, I mean, honestly, I need the practice. It's
right.
been a minute.
I'm saying it's true.
Yeah.
It is
So-
totally true. You should do it.
Yeah.
You really should.
Yeah, although this is a strange angle to do play-by-play because
Right.
you're level and you're also the defense's backs are to you.
Yeah.
So and we're also at like an angle, which is kind of weird. So Stafford in the gun here, starters out there.
Cooper Kupp wide right. Let's see what happens here.
Yeah. He's split out, and he's in motion into the slot. Stafford looks right, pump fakes, throws it down the sideline to Jefferson. Nice catch. Runs it out of bounds and up the sideline.
Oh, and into the end zone.
Oh, they're going to call him inbounds. Okay, there you go. So he turned up the field, but I couldn't tell if he had run out of bounds or stepped out of bounds. So they're going to call him good and inbounds.
It is a peculiar angle to be broadcasting the game from, or excuse me, the practice from. But Van Jefferson, another guy, George, we talk about Stafford. We talk about Cooper Kupp. Another guy who really did not perform last year primarily due to injury is Van Jefferson.
Absolutely.
And he was an important part of this offense his rookie season.
Oh, yeah.
And he needs to have a comeback year.
Oh, no question.
Just like Kupp does.
Yeah, I would agree wholeheartedly. So,
That's football talk
but
right
that was a nice catch.
Beautiful throw by Stafford. Excellent protection by the offensive line.
Yeah.
And the Rams score.
Yeah, I mean, he put it right there. Third down, though, they're saying. Oh, no, they're saying that he was out of bounds because they're putting 3rd down and 10 up there.
Well, they've got a situational practice going here, George. It's 3rd and 10.
Yeah. So there we go.
This is Brett Rippon.
Brett Rippon. Oh, I thought it was Stafford still. So they did call it a touchdown. Rippon overthrows his target. His intended target was number 14, Tyler Johnson.
So you notice that Rippon had to kind of get up on his tiptoes there.
He's a smaller guy.
So he had
Matthew
to get
Stafford
over the line.
He's like
he had to,
6'4", isn't he? Right, or something like that.
Brett Rippon is listed at 6'2", 202. He's a 27-year-old fifth-year man out of Boise State.
Yeah, he doesn't look that big compared to those other guys out there. So there's that.
So there's that. Who's lining up behind center now, George?
I don't know, but that looks like they're practicing punting, kicking or something.
Okay,
because I see Ben Skoranek in the backfield.
We got to hold on to this YouTube tape for the Mandy Awards.
Yeah,
Mandy Awards 3.
Yeah.
Got to play
here's
some
a
of this.
punt. You tell me what's going on. End over end punt.
Right, that's right. Aussie rules punt.
Oh, there we go.
And a fair
fielded
catch.
cleanly. A fair catch there by number 81.
That's Austin Trammell.
Yeah.
That's a second-year man out of Rice, George.
Yeah.
There's people around us that are caught off guard by the training camp play-by-play.
Yeah,
and it's an amazing bit.
Yeah.
It really is. This was one of our best bits ever.
Hey, listen, if you're a Rams fan, you're digging this.
Right.
You're loving this.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, gosh, I wish I could get over there today, but I've got Sedano and Cap doing play-by-play.
Yeah.
Do they have the rights to the Rams? Yes, they do.
Yeah, we Sure
do.
They're fine.
And the training camp
Right.
rights.
They can
We're
do
good.
that.
Nobody can get upset about that.
Do the Harlan going left to right on your radio.
Oh, yeah. It's also
He did
hard
say
because
left to right
it's-
earlier.
I did say earlier, but I had to think about it because they're also, again, we're at an angle, at like a 45-degree angle to them, and the offense or the defense's backs are to us, so I can't even see all the offensive players all the time.
Try and do your best, Harlan. Let's see what you got.
All right. Brent Rippon in the gun. 3 receivers to the right. Running back in motion. Rippon looks left, throws left, fires. It is complete and caught there by number 15 on the slant pattern. DeMarcus Robinson with an excellent pickup there of 5 yards.
All right, let me try and do my Harlan. You ready? The period just ended.
That's it.
Gosh darn it. Because when you do Harlan, you got to go so ridiculously.
Right, you got to go.
Right.
He's wiping the sweat off his
Right,
palms
right.
on his towel on his right hip.
Right.
Yeah,
Rip in the quarterback
Yeah.
with the 1 and the 7 on his jersey, with the yellow horn on his helmet,
Yeah.
with the yellow trim on his jersey. It's a belt
There
high
is a
snap.
bead of sweat coming off his nose.
He's got the ball, shoulder height. I mean, he just every
We
detail.
should call Harlan now and just ask him, how does he rate our Harlan impersonation?
Okay, we're going to do it. You should work on yours. I'm going to work on mine.
Yeah, we'll just have him on just to do a Harlan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to do a Harlan off
Yeah.
with Harlan.
Yeah. They're not done, are they?
Come on.
No.
Oh, they still got
another one.
30, 40 minutes. So there we go. All right, well, let's break then at this point.
They're taking a break. Let's
Yeah,
We
let's
never
take a
really
break.
take a break. We don't go anywhere. We're always here, 7:10.
Yeah, I feel you.
You
But
know
we're
what I
going to go
mean?
to commercial break.
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying.
We don't like the word break.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I didn't know. You got to give me an updated list on the words we
Right.
don't like
You
around
know,
here.
yeah, the new
And
lingo.
salespeople are not salespeople; they're marketing consultants.
They're
you know.
MCs.
Yeah, I mean, just got to give me a list. Give me a list, okay? All right. So we're here, Sedano and Cap special Saturday edition. I'm getting a vacation day for this because
Me too.
Bergman negotiated
it.
Yeah. All right. You're home of the Rams, 710 ESPN.
Quarter for to 6 p.m. on a Saturday afternoon. Sedano. The COT, the Circle of Trust on Twitter, is picking our rejoin music today since Corporate Grade didn't write out the OTDs for me, which is okay. I mean, it's a Saturday. It's 6th day. Greg Bergman's not ready for a 6th day usually.
I was not ready to make the rejoins.
And not only that, but tomorrow, I guess as of 7 p.m. tonight, this young brother's on vacation.
Done. Yeah. Done for a week.
So now when you consider that he's going on vacation at 7 o'clock tonight, he wasn't going to do anything.
I think Wednesday night around 10 p.m. By the way, thanks. Shout out to E-Money and Napa from the Circle of Trust for giving us the idea to play a little Gap Band, GAP there.
Yeah.
By the way, I think Wednesday night around – go ahead, Sinan.
Cappy's guy, Stetson Bennett, is in there. Throws it down, checks it down to his running back, number 30, and he sprints out of bounds.
Todd Gurley.
No,
that's Ronnie Rivers.
Can't make that joke around here.
Ronnie Rivers, Notre Dame, right?
Ronnie Rivers, a second-year man out of Fresno State. George.
Sorry, yeah.
Fresno State.
Yeah.
So I was saying 10:30 p.m. Wednesday night, we take the station off the air.
Okay.
And just see how many calls Gray can get while on vacation.
I will get so many phone calls. Everybody
just turn the transmitter off.
Except that actually, you're on my email, so they're going to go to you.
Or we turn it off during Mason and Ireland one day.
Ooh.
You don't do that.
Why are you doing this now?
It's a great show.
All right, let's go with Stetson Bennett, Cappy's guy. 4th-round pick out of Georgia, 2-time national champion. He's in the gun, lifts his right leg, now brings up his hands, drops back, looks right, throws right. It is caught there by number 14, Tyler Johnson.
Tyler Johnson's a third-year man out of Minnesota, George. He was a free agent this year for the Rams. And I'll tell you, Stetson Bennett is a guy who may not be large in stature, but his resume speaks for itself.
There you go. 2-time champion, as we mentioned earlier. Now, do you want me to keep trying to do the Harlan thing, or do you want me to just do me?
I just want you to do you because I want you to work on you.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
I thought the Harlan bit was kind of funny.
I love the Harlan bit, but let's now go back to being you.
Okay.
Because when's your first call? When's your first game?
September 2nd.
Who's playing?
Colgate at Syracuse.
Okay, so let's work on you.
Okay. All right. So you got Bennett. Now, I wouldn't be doing – this is a TV call, so it would be different. I'm doing radio now, but nonetheless. All right. Bennett in the gun, takes the high snap, drops back, takes 5 steps, looks down the field on the right sideline. Incomplete, batted away there. Nice job by the defender as Tyler Johnson was his intended target.
You know, number 36, Vincent Gray, the cornerback, 6'2", 192, first-year player out of Michigan. Nice defensive breakup there by that young man.
Excellent job by the Wolverine using his paws to knock that one down.
Indeed.
Oh, that's a good job.
Well
said.
That
was a good dodge.
Wow. Very nice.
That was nice.
Very nice. You see, now this is exactly
This
why
is a
we're
master
working.
class, Cappy.
No, but this is why we're working on the reps.
Yeah.
This is why, without these reps, he's not ready for Colgate Syracuse.
Oh,
You
I think he's
understand?
ready.
You know? All right, here we go.
I know everything you need to know about Dino Babers right now.
Back to you, George.
All right, so Bennett is in the gun, lifts his right leg, waiting for the snap. Defense showing blitz. Bennett changes the play at the line of scrimmage. Takes the snap now. 3-step drop. Looking right, throws right. It is caught there near the sideline as Ben Skoranek tiptoes around the edge of the formation. Actually, no, was that 81 or 30?
That was number 88. That's
88.
Bryce Hopkins, the 6'4", 245-pound tight end, a 4-year man out of Purdue. As we're in the 2-minute now, George.
Yeah, Skoranek is on the outside. Here's Stetson Bennett over the middle. Finds an open man, cutting up inside the 20-yard line and stopped there. I had to look over to see what the yard line it was.
That's the rookie wide receiver out of BYU, Puka Nakua.
Excellent work.
Thank you.
Shouts out.
Yeah. That's right.
All right, so McVay now creating more situational situations.
Now, Stetson Bennett.
Situational situation.
That's right.
Well done.
There's 12.5 seconds to go here. It's 1st and 10. This young quarterback.
Where do you see the clock?
It's straight ahead.
Oh, I see it. Okay, I don't know. I didn't see a clock.
I was wondering, too.
Yeah.
This young quarterback, Stetson Bennett, George, many people question what kind of NFL quarterback
And by
he would be.
many people, you mean me.
That's right.
Yeah.
But
All
here's this young man leading the Rams down the field with 12.5 seconds to go.
All right, so Bennett is in the shotgun. He's got 4 receivers, takes the snap, 5-step drop, looks left, throws. Actually, yeah, that's left.
Throws the ball out of bounds.
Out of bounds, yeah.
See, George, that's an experienced guy. That's a guy who plays at Georgia in the SEC, wins back-to-back national championships, and he knows that on 1st and 10 with 12.5 seconds to go,
you got time.
You live to fight another day.
Yeah.
That's an excellent veteran play by Stetson Bennett.
Excellent work there, Don Criqui.
Thank you. Bob Trumpy.
They used to work together.
Yeah. That's right.
All right.
Say Trumpy used to smoke cigarettes in the booth all game long.
I believe it. 2nd and 10 here from about the 20-yard line, we'll call it, because we can't see actually where it is. So Bennett in the gun, barking out the signals, takes the snap. It's a low snap, able to get it, throws it over the middle, and it is caught. He throws it right in there to number 17, Puka
Nakua.
For the touchdown.
The rookie out of BYU took that big 6'2", 205-pound frame and got that ball, pulled it out of the air, went to the highest point, and touchdown, L.A. Rams. Or, should I say...
Do it.
Touchdown, Los Angeles!
I don't think you can do that here.
You can't?
No.
Probably not. Not the best idea.
Why? It's my man.
Anywho. So...
Can we see your Aaron Donald picture?
Oh.
Yeah, bring that up.
By the way, Aaron Donald's scheduled to appear after practice here.
In about 30
Sedano
minutes,
Kap.
yeah.
Just to reset this for everybody who's driving around, perhaps you're in traffic.
Yeah.
So a few years ago, I believe it was 2016, the Bills were playing the Rams at the Coliseum. I asked Aaron Donald on Friday before the game. I asked LaShawn McCoy on Friday before the game. I said, hey, fellas, when the game's over, let's all take a picture. Because the sports information director at Pitt asked me, hey, get a picture with these guys. It's good for our media guide. So I asked these guys if they would take a picture after the game. I have this picture, George. I planned on asking Aaron Donald today if he wanted me to autograph it for him.
Yeah, I thought so. That'd be cool, right? I'm sure he'd want your autograph. Why wouldn't he?
So I thought, though, it would be kind of cheesy because Bergie says to me, he said to me yesterday, he goes, are you asking Aaron Donald for his autograph?
Right. That would not be cool.
I would never do that.
Right.
But I would give Aaron Donald my autograph.
That makes much more sense coming from you.
Yeah. But
yeah.
I said to George,
your field goal guy.
Yeah, go ahead. Why don't you take the play-by-play?
What's his name again?
Kicker.
Take the play-by-play.
Here's the snap. The kick is up.
Well, that's a good ball.
End over end, right down Broadway.
That's Tanner Brown. He's the rookie out of Oklahoma State. He had 2 monster years at Oklahoma State. And what's interesting about this young man, George, for an undrafted rookie to be uncontested, they have brought in a veteran kicker.
And now they're moving him back.
They are indeed.
Where are they moving him to, Cappy? I can't tell from here.
I would say we're probably looking at about
what range here?
45 yards. He's kicking with the wind, but boy, he gets the ball up in the air real fast.
There's the snap. There's the kick. It's up high, end over end, and sails right through the pipes.
Through the pipes.
That's right.
I like that. Through the pipes.
Through the pipes, baby. You have to use that.
I was partial to right down Broadway.
You have to use that during Colgate Syracuse.
Right through the pipes. I'll use it. So now they're moving him, 5 yards back, you think, here?
I'd say he's probably – I'm trying to see the numbers on the field. 20.
Well, because remember, also the field goal poles are a little ahead of the end zone. So now here's a longer distance one. He's clearing it by a mile.
Oh, yeah. He's got a big wind behind him, and he's good from 50, no problem.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah.
We need to get a giant orange for that week in the studio.
Yeah.
For Sedano when he does Colgate Syracuse.
Oh, big time.
Need a giant
maybe
orange.
some Colgate.
Yeah, like a tube of toothpaste.
Well, I don't know what I didn't know their mascot.
I don't know
off
their mascot
the top
either,
of
to be honest.
It's not a tube of toothpaste?
I don't think so.
Okay. Here comes our man again, number 49. Boy, he's getting all these reps, Tanner Brown.
Yeah.
Well, this young man
it is a Raider. You're right.
Oh, really?
Oh, he missed that one.
It's good to know that I know they're the Raiders now.
Missed it way right.
Why is Colgate called the Raiders? Let's see.
Well,
something.
Let's see. It says starting in 1932, Colgate athletics teams were called the Red Raiders in reference to their maroon uniforms.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do you think that week leading up, you'll do a breakdown on the air? We can have an embedded reporter deep inside the Colgate Raiders war room.
Oh, that'd be funny, actually. Here's a long kick here.
Ooh, that is
excellent distance, though. He's got it, no problem.
Nailed it.
Your boy.
Boy, that kid, my son, who has trained with this kid a bunch, told me, he goes, Dad, wait till you see this guy. He's really, really good.
Yeah, he is really, really good.
Excellent.
Now, your autograph for Aaron Donald. Let's finish that conversation.
So here's the thing.
Yeah.
Have this picture of me, Aaron Donald, LaShawn McCoy.
Right.
I said to you that I was going to forge LaShawn McCoy's signature.
Yeah.
When we return, let me run by you the LaShawn McCoy signature part of all of this.
Let's do that.
Okay.
We are here live at UC Irvine for Rams training camp. We'll be here all week long. 7 straight days of coverage, basically, here.
Unprecedented coverage.
Yes. 7-ish straight days of coverage. There's like one day in between we're not going to be here, but that's because they're not here. But nonetheless, 710 ESPN, your home of the LA Rams.
Leroy Irvin. This is Sedano and Cappy for a Saturday live from Rams training camp.
Bam, ba da ba. Bing, da da bing. Do da da da. Bing, ba da ba. Bing, do bum.
Come on, George, back to the play-by-play.
Matthew Stafford's back in there, so we should actually do it. Here we go.
You got a 1st and 10, George.
Got the ones versus the ones. 1st and 10 from, I believe, the 25-yard line. You've got our guy Puka Nakua in motion there, so not all the ones are in there.
Well, he's impressed the coaches so far, George.
Yeah. They hand it off over to the right side, and the running back gets, I guess, tackled loosely.
He kind of gets touched. That's Cam Akers, the ball carrier, getting touched by 2 hands.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know how to describe it because there's no tackling
Right.
here at the moment, but just touched, yes, around the 15-yard line, I would call it.
I always love when the older ball players come by, and they're like, this is training camp?
Yeah.
Man, when I was playing, we do 2-a-days. We'd hit all day long.
Yeah.
Guys were hurt all the time.
Yeah.
Now, nobody's even wearing shoulder pads.
Yeah. I love that Stafford's playing with the younger guys, too. I kind of like this. Where he's in the huddle at the moment. They break the huddle. Oh, here's some of the vets now. Cooper Kupp in there in the slot. Tyler Higbee split out wide. Tutu Atwell in motion from right to left as he gets now trips to the left side of Stafford.
Keep an eye on Van Jefferson. Soul by himself on the right.
Changing the play. Stafford dumps it off there to the tailback. Cam Akers, I presume. Nope, it's 23 because I can't see. So that's Kyron Williams, who is the Notre Dame.
That's the second-year man out of Notre Dame, George, 5'9", 194. Young fella from Notre Dame, 22 years old.
There you go. So Stafford and company moving the ball, matriculating it down the field.
Indeed they are, methodically, if you will.
Yes.
2:53 to go here now at training camp. See, I'm using the clock.
Yeah. Clock is ticking. Play clock down to 15 at the moment as Stafford approaches the line of scrimmage. He's in the gun. 2 receivers to the left. That's Kupp and Jefferson. Can't see who's on the far right, Cap, if you want to tell me. Kupp is in motion.
That's Atwell on the far right.
From left to right now in the slot on the right side. Here's Stafford, plenty of time. Throws towards the sideline to Kupp. One-handed stab, but cannot hold on. Streaking down the sidelines was Cooper Kupp, but could not make the catch.
Good effort by Cooper Kupp. Tried to control his body, turn, could only get his left hand on the ball, was able to, but could not haul it in. And it was a creative throw by Matthew Stafford.
Yeah, so that'll do it for that group. A new situation arising here with Brett Rippon.
Is Brett Rippon right now the Rams' leader in the clubhouse to be the backup quarterback?
Yes, I would say so. At least he's going to get the first crack at it. So Rippon under center, Cappy.
We don't see this all that often, George.
Yeah. Takes the snap. He play action there over the middle, and it is incomplete. No, complete, actually. I couldn't see who it was.
Tyler Johnson.
Yeah.
He's the third-year man out of Minnesota, George, the free agent that was signed by the Rams this offseason.
Had to come back for the ball there. That's why I thought it might have been intercepted because I saw someone running towards the ball. But, yeah, Tyler Johnson, your guy.
There is a linebacker that I'm keeping my eye on, George.
Who's that, Cappy?
Number 54.
Yeah.
Kalichi Eni Albici. He is a rookie from Incarnate Word.
Oh, in Texas, yeah.
Incarnate Word, number 54.
All right, here's Rippon under center. The toss play to the right side to the tailback, trying to get to the boundary. He does, and he gets past the initial burst of defensive players. They'll whistle him dead after a 6-yard gain, so it'll be 3rd and 4. Could you tell what number that was on the tailback?
I really need to bring some binoculars on Monday, George.
Yeah. I would say so, just because it's kind of hard to see.
By the way, Sedano and Cap will be broadcasting from camp Monday, Tuesday,
How much play-by-play
and
can we do during the day?
I want to do it when Lindsay's back, producer Lindsay, because she'll be really annoyed by it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And so extra play-by-play on Tuesday.
Okay. All right. Well, let's practice then. Rippon is in the gun here. You got trips receivers to the left. One receiver to the right looks like it is a tight end. And Rippon there. What happened there?
Well, it was a
Bad
high snap, and it went off Rippon's hands.
Yeah.
And it was recovered by the Rams defense, and you heard the horn. That's the end of the period.
Turnover on downs.
Unfortunate moment.
That they found themselves in.
Indeed.
Yes. All right, so in the meantime.
Aaron Donald's coming over pretty soon, as soon as practice is over. Right.
So, yeah.
But back to this photograph.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
Can we finally see this? You've been
Okay.
teasing it for long enough.
Okay, look.
It's been a long tease.
Here's the deal. Here's the deal.
Kind of hungry again.
Okay, look.
Starving.
So remember, I said I wanted Aaron Donald to have Shady McCoy's signature on the picture, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and I told you I was going to forge Shady McCoy's signature.
Right.
But I didn't think that was a very good idea.
Right.
I think that was a bad idea. I don't want to forge the man's signature.
Right.
So now if I say to Aaron Donald, would you like this photo for your office?
Yeah.
Would you like me to sign it for you?
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
You pasted a Shady McCoy helmet that was signed.
No, you took a picture off the internet
and just pasted it on there. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I didn't.
This is amazing.
So I
didn't forge.
I didn't forge Shady McCoy's signature.
What do you actually think Aaron Donald's going to say to you?
Well, here you go. You guys want to see it? Shady McCoy's signature right here. Shady McCoy's signature right there. And then I'm going to sign it for Aaron Donald. Don't you think that's nice? He'll put it in his office. He'll put it in a frame, right? Right? I think so.
Let me see this. Let me see this thing.
You're a bad guy, Cappy.
Think
You
so?
really are. And you're gutless.
What made you think to even do this? You're like, I'm going to just cut a picture out.
Well, I told George I was going
because
to
I
forge.
told him you shouldn't forge his signature.
George thought it was a bad idea for me to forge Shady McCoy's signature.
Right.
So I just taped Shady McCoy's signature onto the picture.
Yeah.
So it's not really signed by Shady McCoy, but it does have his signature.
It is his signature.
Right.
He's right. You do look really nice in this picture.
Except for the glasses.
Except for the glasses.
Yeah.
The glasses just completely
I don't
change
understand
everything.
what you were doing in the picture.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
You have your other hand over here. You could have just put your glasses in your hand behind
I
your
know.
back.
I don't know what my problem was.
Yeah. I mean, well, there's a long list of things. That
Right.
could have been.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah.
By the way, based on looking at this picture of
Look how
Shady
young-
and look at the picture of Aaron Donald,
Yeah.
who won the game? Just look at their faces. Who won the
Aaron
game?
Donald?
I think the Bills won the game.
Yeah. Oh, okay. He's smiling.
Yeah. He's like, hey, I'm happy to take a picture with you, buddy.
Yeah. All right, Matthew Stafford back in the gun, Cappy, here. Let's go back.
Back to the action.
So this one is interesting because this is first down and 10. They're starting from further away now. Stafford rolling to his left, tosses it over to Higbee, the tight end, for a completion. I don't know how much they'll give him. Not the first down, clearly, because they have now marked it to second down. It'll be 2nd and 7, so a short gain there as we have zero depth perception from where we're at the moment.
Clock ticking, under 10 minutes to go, but the Rams in a no-huddle situation now.
Yeah, Stafford steps back, pump fakes, throws it into the dirt as it was intended for Cam Akers, but had no one really open, so smart play there by the veteran. 3rd and 7 coming up, Cap.
Yeah, it's going to bring up third down. Third and manageable, but third and long nonetheless. And so now, if you're Matthew Stafford, are you going to look for your security blanket, who has been Cooper Kupp?
Yeah, well, we'll see. He's been the third down target. Now, they've given them an extra yard here, so it's 3rd and 6 now upcoming for Matthew Stafford and the offense. They're in the huddle. They break the huddle at the moment. So we've got Van Jefferson on one side. We've got Tyler Higbee on the other end. Tutu Atwell in the slot. No Cooper Kupp, at least. Oh, no, I do see him now in the slot. Double covered, perhaps. We'll see if the defense disguises that. They're showing blitz. Stafford drops back, throws it over to the right. It is complete to Higbee, but they'll say he was stopped short of the first down, it looks like. So he did not go to his safety blanket in Cooper Kupp. He went to Tyler Higbee. So 4th and 4 now, Cappy.
And it looks like Stafford in the offense is going to stay on the field.
Well, it is a 2-minute drill, so I would hope so.
Well, I mean, is it? I don't know. There's 8:38 to go on the clock.
Oh, well, I mean, you said it was a 2-minute drill.
Well, I said they were in a no huddle.
Right. Well, I mean, no huddle would assume that there'd be.
Just decided
By the
to
way, I think
switch up
Siciliano's going to join us in just a moment.
Oh, okay.
Maybe give you some tips on play-by-play.
That's a good idea.
Not Sedano, but Cappy.
Yeah. Well, I'm doing color commentary. Maybe he has some tips for color commentary.
Maybe.
Yo,
ma
Siciliano. Siciliano, what's up, ma?
The great Andrew Siciliano.
Turn him on.
Yes. What's up?
There we go.
What's up, ma?
How we doing?
Hola.
Hola, ¿cómo están?
Muy bien.
Bien, bien.
Yeah. Oh, nice catch there.
Andrew, you want to
Byron
jump in?
Williams.
We're doing play-by-play and color
Play-by-play.
commentary of
We
the
were
practice.
for a second. Well, I mean, it's a
What do we got
Saturday.
here?
Why don't you
Kyron
call a play?
Williams down the sideline. How about the little kid that just ran out there? You had a little kid?
Oh, I
See
did
that?
not see that.
So about 2-3 plays ago, a little kid from the stands here, I'd say little, like 5 years old, ducked under, had a football, and was, as the Rams were lining up near midfield, sprinting, as well as a 5-year-old could sprint, towards the huddle with his little football. And they blew the whistle, and someone came out and picked the kid up.
Don't know how I missed any of
Yeah,
that.
How'd you miss that, Cappy?
It was
we
might have been in break.
Right.
adorable.
Right.
I mean,
George, why didn't you call
they're probably
that play?
the youngest team in football. I didn't think they were that young.
Yes. Yes. Dangerous, though, for the 5-year-old with those behemoths of men out there.
It wasn't like last year at SoFi when Bobby Wagner decked a guy.
Right.
Only you and me think that's funny, by the way.
Well, Siciliano knows what we're doing. He's just not referencing it, which is okay.
I mean, how are you guys?
We're great. Yourself?
We're great.
Good to see you.
By the way, Andrew, we often, when we reminisce on the air about the Fox Sports Radio days when we were all together, I reference the week of shows you did with Sedano.
Yes.
It was called Sedano and Siciliano.
Yeah. We actually, the worst part,
two guys fighting for the microphone to try to prove they deserve their own show.
It sounds like Mason and Ireland.
We did 1 week in the morning, and then poor Andrew had to do a time at night with me, which was terrible for him.
No, it was great. It was great. And George and I ran into each other last week at Hermosa.
In Hermosa. Yeah. We did, on the pier. But
you guys weren't at the Comedy and Magic place?
No.
My boy Lawhead put
that last night. How'd that go?
He crushed it. Yeah. Knocked it out last night.
Good for him.
Yeah. How many years ago was that?
That was 2005, post Van Earl Wright's appearance on the network.
Wow.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
18 years ago, if you would have said, hey,
all
right, there's Sedano, there's Siciliano.
Yeah.
18 years from now, what are these two guys doing?
Fake play-by-play of training camp.
Yeah, there you go.
George is killing it on the NBA.
Yeah.
I'm just a dude waiting for Cooper Kupp to do a post-show tape. So
That's all you are?
Hop back on the 405.
And there's someone over there on your set either playing a ukulele.
I have no idea.
Yeah,
one of our crew for
this
NFL Network has a guitar, and he's walking around in a tank top. I have no idea what that is.
Oh, here goes Stafford.
Oh,
Matthew Stafford. Cooper Kupp down the sideline.
Put it in the belly for a
TD.
TD.
The crowd goes wild as they did for the Stetson Bennett to Puka Nacua touchdown.
Big Nacua fan.
Yeah.
Big Nacua fan. Scouted him a lot at BYU. Saw many of his games. Broke down much film.
Yeah.
Hey, seriously, he looks legit. Sean McVay doesn't play. That last rookie wide receiver he played was a guy named Cooper Kupp.
Yeah.
He does not play Wookie or rookie, for that matter, wide receiver.
I mean, if Chewbacca was lining up, I feel like he'd be either a tight end or a defensive end,
He'd be defensive end.
Definitely.
He'd rip
Pass
the arms
rusher.
off.
Yeah, right.
But Puka Nacua is legitimately in the competition for the number 3 receiver. That's not to take away from Tutu. They're obviously different body types, different styles of play, but they think Puka Nacua can do what Robert Woods did, come in motion, dig out a linebacker. They think he can be effective in the run game. Puka Nacua has a veteran savvy to him. Him and Kobe Turner, number 91, the defensive lineman. No Bobby Brown out there today. Kobe Turner is getting a lot of run. Those two guys among the rookies have really stood out.
Kobe Turner, George, is a 6'2", 288-pound nose tackle. He's a rookie out of Wake Forest, a third-round choice.
They call him the conductor. He's a music major as well. Speaks Spanish, George. Español. He did an interview on Thursday with the Vamos Rams crew. Don't know how it went, but I know he was set to do that. He's actually a fascinating guy. Started at Richmond, eventually went to Wake Forest. High motor, high energy. We had Ernest Jones on NFL Network mic'd up for about 20 minutes in the early portion of practice, and he would not stop talking about how much he and the defense loves Kobe Turner.
Yeah, DeMarco was talking about him a little earlier when he stopped by. He said he really enjoyed watching him.
All right, so here's Stetson Bennett now.
Cappy picking up the energy.
Cappy loves Stetson Bennett.
You win 2 national championships at Georgia.
Good college quarterback. We'll have to see.
You're an underdog.
I got to wait and see.
Now, you're an underdog your whole career. That ain't no Johnny Manziel out there.
With Tyler Johnson in motion, the hand to Ronnie Rivers running over the left side.
It sounds so good.
Nice job.
By the way, Siciliano, Saturday, September 2nd, Sedano will be calling.
Oh, your alma mater.
Yes,
I'm on the ACC Network this year
calling games.
They're hosting the Colgate Raiders
opener.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is it the game in Syracuse? At the Carrier
Well, they're
Dome?
not going to Hamilton to play Colgate.
That's for sure.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, that's for sure. And by the
You don't
way,
think it's a home-and-home series for Syracuse?
Not a home and home. For basketball, they might have done that in the O'Donnell Foyle days just to try to get him to commit, but that would not have happened.
Yeah. 100% agree.
That's good knowledge.
That's great.
Yeah, that'll be fun. So, and then I got Florida State week 2
Fantastic.
against Southern Miss.
Beautiful.
So that'll be fun.
Miss. It's actually great out here today.
Oh, my God.
In
The
all
wind
seriousness,
has actually been
The
nice.
weather's great. The wind is great. The sun is shining.
Yeah.
This is the Rams' third practice. First one was nobody here. Second one was like a small group of friends and family. Had a little bit of energy, but it was a better practice certainly than Wednesday. But this, with all the fans here, Ernest said the same thing. Kind of felt like a game. Kind of ramps them up, amps them up a bit. But then it really gets going on Monday. I mean, pads come on Monday.
Oh, there will be pads in training
There will
camp.
be padding.
Okay.
Yeah, because
Monday.
Leroy Irvin was like, man, this doesn't feel like training camp.
Right.
You know?
What is
Come
this?
on.
What
Did
is
we do
this?
the old guy?
Yeah,
They don't do it like we do
Come on,
thing
what is
anymore.
this? Is this 7-on-7 flag football? What is this I'm watching here? Come on.
There you go.
Oh, look at this.
Tyler
Down the
Johnson
field,
breaks
got him.
loose. And Tyler Johnson down the sideline.
So Monday afternoon, we're out here, 4
Yes,
to
sir.
7 p.m.
Yeah. That's right.
You should wear pads, Cappy.
There you go. You should
Oh, dude, I would love to.
Do it.
Pad up.
Do it.
You know?
This might be it, guys.
This is it. It's over.
It is a final.
Yeah.
Somebody would say.
It's a final.
Yo, man, he's stealing all my bits.
Yo, ma.
Oh, boys. We should actually do this,
So I wanted to say,
some other time.
we've done a Fox Sports Radio
Yes.
reunion
Oh, yeah,
recently.
we had the great Chris Myers on.
JT the Brick,
Yes.
John the Brick.
John the Brick.
So you might have to join us this football season as well.
I'm
often.
happy to do it. Right now, I got to go get ready for
You get out of here.
Up with MJD and kick Stephon Lassard over there on the base.
Yeah.
out of
Get it,
my,
though. I mean, if
out
you're
of my seat. Like, what is this guy
if you're a
doing?
cameraman for the NFL Network,
Lord.
you bring
looks
your
more like a
guitar.
ukulele. I don't know what that is.
Like you bring your
I
guitar
mean-
like it breaks. I'm just going to jam. I mean, I think it's kind of cool, but on the other hand, it's also like, bro, can you jam on your own time? I don't know.
I feel like you're that guy at the party.
Ukulele.
Cappy.
Well, Melikaliki Maka. It's
Yeah.
training camp Christmas. Kids.
Sí, bienvenidos y hasta luego.
See.
Yeah.
Vemos
Siciliano.
next week.
All right.
See ya.
Sounds good, buddy.
Dude, you better be on this show a bunch this football season. I'll tell you that right now. No, seriously.
He's
I
never.
have an electric car now. It's hard to get you.
No, it's not hard. You
Yes,
use
yeah,
the
yeah.
app.
Yeah.
You use the
Settle
app.
down.
It's so
But I
much
listen,
better.
I do the app. I do it.
I know.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Don't you have the newer version of Sedano's car?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
The Mustang, right?
I do
Mach
the Mustang.
17.
The Mustang
Yeah.
too?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mustang.
Look at that.
Dude.
Come on.
All right. See you boys later.
All right, later.
See you, man. There's the great Andrew Siciliano.
He's so good.
Of course he's
But
good.
he jumped right in. He knows the numbers, the players. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He didn't
This
need
is
a depth chart.
This is his squad.
That's right. Home squad for
He's
him.
doing the preseason games for many years now.
Yeah.
So
I was his
How do you-
producer 20 years ago.
How do you feel about the guy that goes to a party and brings out the guitar?
I mean,
Depends.
at a party, I'm okay.
Depends.
At a party, like, just sits around the fireplace,
Yeah, let's
fire
go.
pit, and
Let's do it.
brings out the
but
guitar.
there's some etiquette to it if you're being if you really want to be truthful about it.
Okay. Well, listen, let's take a pause here because Aaron Donald, your boy, is going to
Okay.
join us here. You're going to sign this
Sign
autograph
that
picture
autograph
for him.
form.
Yeah, so we'll have that coming up. Stick around. Sedano and Cap special Saturday edition from Rams training camp here on 710 ESPN, your home of the LA Rams.
You can't forget the Kenny Loggins classic, Playing with the Boys. Cappy does often.
Well, I can see Maverick. He's in his jeans playing volleyball on the beach, you know? And then Val Kilmer's on the other side. That's right.
Yeah.
You know?
The Iceman.
It was a kind of a weird scene. The way
Is
they were
this
all
where the
kinda
part
glossed
where
down.
there's a lot of shirtless men playing volleyball
in jeans.
We should recreate
in
that.
jean shorts.
Yeah.
We should recreate that before the summer's out.
You know what? I'll tell you right now.
Jorts.
You take me, George, yourself, Chris, Bergie. We all get out there in some jeans and no shirts.
That'd be
That's
too hot.
That is hot.
I'm ready.
No, I mean, like, literally it'd be hot.
Oh, no, I mean, it's
The
sexy.
sand's going to be warm, the sand.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Aaron Donald, the great Aaron Donald. will
To
join
our
us in
left
just
with
a few
JB
minutes.
Long and DeMarco.
Cappy's favorite guy, JB Long.
He'll be joining
I
us
love
here
JB Long.
momentarily.
I love JB Long. He's the first guy I
I
said
feel
hello
like
to.
he's been a little icy.
I don't think so. No, as a matter of fact, before the show started,
Did you go up to him?
I said, "Hey, man," I said, "So how often do you guys do this Rams training camp report podcast? Because you guys are here every day, and I'm not. I want to rely on you guys to keep me up to speed." And JB was like, "Well, hey, feel free to call me off the air or text me. He goes, I'll give you little tidbits of what's going on here. So
Yeah.
I'll be your eyes and your ears."
Look at that.
That's JB Long right there. That's the kind of sweetheart.
He's a mensch.
Total mensch.
Yeah.
You are so right.
Yeah.
Total mensch, this kid.
Yeah.
You guys think that he's insulted by my impression of him. I think he's flattered by it. When people impersonate you, that is the sincerest form of flattery.
Do it right now, but not too loud.
I mean, I don't
Do it
wanna-
right now. Just
No, he's interviewing Aaron Donald.
He's interviewing Aaron
you
Donald
don't wanna
right
mess with
next
him.
to us.
Mess
you
He's
know?
focused. He's not
I
going to
know,
hear you.
no, but if he does, and then he gets upset
Yeah.
In the middle of
in
the
the middle of the
interview.
Aaron
that's not
Donald
good.
interview,
That's not cool.
and then something happens with Aaron Donald, and he's coming over to us next, and then he beats me up.
It's one of our few times talking to Aaron Donald. It's going to be one of his few times talking to Aaron Donald for one of these as well.
Yeah. So
Aaron
let's
doesn't
not-
like talking to people.
Yeah. Don't. do it.
Aaron Donald loves us. From what I'm told, and check me on this.
Yeah.
But
How are we checking?
oh no, you
on
can
this?
check on this. But from what I'm told, Rob Pelinka 4 to 4:45.
Right.
Aaron Donald, I'm told.
Wait, didn't you say Andrew Friedman was a 5 o'clock starter?
Andrew Friedman's like a 4:50
right before the game
to like 5.
Yeah.
Andrew Friedman is usually like right through
on his way to the park.
Right, he's usually kind of like in that radio Tinder range is when he's getting out of his car.
Yeah.
I'm told that Aaron Donald 5:45, 6:30 on his way home.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Where's LeBron in all this?
LeBron listens on the app, which is kind of interesting because he's always traveling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So, like,
right.
for example, when LeBron recently was in Miami to
Yeah.
see Messi play,
Yeah.
there's that one shot, somebody posted it on the Circle of Trust, where LeBron has his phone and you can see the ESPN LA app is
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Right.
That's actually a brilliant idea. We should take pictures of all
Photoshop?
these guys
Yeah.
and Photoshop them holding their phone.
Holding the ESPN
I'm
LA
sure
app.
everybody will
Yeah.
be fine with
I
that.
actually
Yeah.
really
Who's
love
gonna have a
that.
problem?
I love the
if it
idea,
was
too.
allowed.
Who's going to have a problem with it? Who, Matthew Stafford? He don't care.
Well, I would love to have Kelly's podcast on our air.
Oh, I would love
Yeah.
to do that.
I'm ready.
Have you spoken to her?
I haven't.
You want me to talk to her?
I did speak to her 2 years ago at camp.
Okay.
And I said I'm a huge fan.
You want me to talk to her?
More than happy.
Where's she at?
She's
I don't
probably
think-
here. Just
Yeah,
scream
where
out
do
her
we
name,
find
see
her?
if she'll come
Let me
by.
find her.
Well, we've got 6 more days at camp, so we can figure it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. Slow down.
All right,
On Monday, we're supposed to have Matthew Stafford on Monday, so you
Okay.
can ask him about it.
Okay.
When he comes in on
Slow
Monday.
down there, Stallion.
Yeah. Hey, man, can we... Yo, Ma?
Yeah,
Yo, Ma? Can we talk to your wife, Ma?
The best part is nobody really knows the.
There we go. Fans are fired up right behind us.
Sam Lagana.
People will start to pick up on the bit and repeat the bit, even
Oh,
though
yeah.
they don't know the origin.
Right,
of it,
doesn't
which I
matter.
love. That's the power of
Yeah.
this radio station.
Right.
Yeah.
And this show.
Yeah. I'll tell you, my favorite day of the week, I gotta tell you guys. Wednesday at Danny Kay's place.
Oh, it's great.
Bro, we just showed up and dartboarded.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that's being talked about a lot within our company, the Good Karma brands.
Yeah.
About that Scott Kaplan is just plugging in Comrex
Yeah.
at
Dartboards.
random spots.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Right.
Just go.
Like one day George is going to come on there. He's going to go, "Where's Cap?" And be like, "George, I'm on the street. I got like 500 feet of Ethernet cable,
Yeah.
and I'm plugged into a dartboard." Seriously.
You got a telephone pole, just plugged it right into it.
Yeah, right. I just found an old school telephone pole, and I found I'm looking for Ethernets all over Southern
You
California.
can climb the
You
tower.
got an Ethernet? I'm your guy.
Show me your Ethernet.
Right. Have Comrex will broadcast.
There you go. There you go. That's too funny. So, Cappy.
Yes, sir.
We got a few more minutes before Aaron Donald works his way over here. I look at him, and at this stage, there was the chatter about retirement at one point. But he's still so freaking good. You know what I mean? Like, it's got to be tempting to be just like, okay, I've done everything I need to do. I've won the Defensive Player of the Year 3 times. I've won a Super Bowl. I was one of the biggest reasons we won a Super Bowl. Like, at some point, I know that drive is always there, but you gotta think about it, don't you?
Yeah, but there's another guy, and I said this earlier, like, if you're Matthew Stafford, you have something to prove. If you're Cooper Kupp, you have something to prove. If you're Sean McVay, you have something to prove. Aaron Donald's the best defensive player in football.
Does he have anything to prove?
He doesn't, but he doesn't want to be embarrassed being on a bad team.
Right. He wants to go out on a good team.
Like, let me tell you, at the end of last year, when he missed a bunch of games at the end of the season, he's hurt. No, he's not. He doesn't want to play. And by the way, he doesn't have to play.
Yeah.
Because what do we need to try and take a risk of getting this kid hurt for? Can't get him hurt,
Yeah.
Or you can hear the crowd behind us.
Yeah, they're getting all fired up. Now, is he coming here next?
Yes, he should be coming right from
somebody
there
let him catch his breath.
So should we break or should we?
No.
We're gonna keep it rolling.
Keep going all the way through.
All
Well,
right.
they love him.
Yeah,
They love
have a
him.
seat here too.
He's a rock star.
Yeah.
They love him.
He's going to
here
join
he
us
comes.
here in just a second.
Listen to this crowd.
Yeah.
Listen
They
to
are
this crowd.
excited to hear this man.
Listen to this crowd right here.
Yeah. As they should be.
They're going to bring him in.
They are got to be excited to see the 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald, Super Bowl champion.
All right, we'll put this on you right here,
let's
big fella.
get you set up. Big fella, thank you so much for joining us. So, another year, how does this one feel? Considering I feel like you guys went from champs to everything that could go wrong went wrong, and now you get a new beginning again.
Fresh start, obviously, coming back with a young team, and a lot of people don't know what to expect, but you trust the process. Obviously, got great coaches, and I'm trying to get the young guys going, get everything clicking, but it's a process. Got a lot of time to get to where we need to be before the first game of the season, so we're just working right now.
So I was saying earlier, guys like Stafford, Cooper Kupp, even Coach McVay, and I just put you into this group, have something to prove. George said, well, does Aaron Donald really have something to prove? Not individually.
No, I do.
You don't want to play on some crappy team. No, seriously. Like when I say,
but what do you have to prove then? If you said you do, right?
Well, you got to think. Last year was my first year in my whole career that I never really, got hurt. My first real injury to the point where I had to sit down and wasn't able to work, wasn't able to do nothing. Didn't have the season I wanted from a production standpoint. So it's not where I want it. So I feel like I got something to prove this year. It's not. I wasn't the guy that was where I wanted to be, or I had the success that I wanted to be, individually success and team success. So anytime you have a season like that, you always want to come back like, I'm back to square one. Now I got to get back to where I want to be. So,
do you feel like 2 years ago you guys came here to training camp and you were like, we're going to win a Super Bowl? Is it different out there now? Like, hey, we're not quite as good as we used to be. I wouldn't be like that. What's going on out there?
Well, it's a young team. It's you don't know what to expect, right? So all you can do is work. All you can do is make sure that the young guys know what they're doing. Even though you want to make sure everybody's clicking, understand how to play with each other, and you never count a team out. Obviously, it's not what you expect. Not me personally. Being a year 10, I didn't expect this to happen, but we're here now. So just find a way to be a good leader, a good player to this team, and try to bring the young guys along, and hopefully we had the year we want.
Aaron Donald with us here, 3-time NFL Defensive Player of the Year, Super Bowl champion with the Los Angeles Rams. They drafted a young man on the offensive line that you, I would imagine, have gone head-to-head with here a little bit in Avila. They talk about his size and his girth. DeMarco Farr, our friend over there, said he had a big head, is what he said. What do you make of the young man as you would line up against him?
They've been doing good. Obviously in camp they've been sliding the protection a lot this year in camp. So getting a lot of double and triple teams in practice. So,
oh wow!
But it's a part of the game.
Yeah.
It's my life, so I got to get used to it and got to practice it. But they're doing good as offensive line right now, and as far as doing what they need to do, scheming up, sliding, and picking up games good. So they're doing good.
So I saw you today during practice, and you were lined up way outside as a defensive end, and you've moved all around throughout your career, right? Mm-hmm. But is in terms of like losing talent on the defense, does that mean you're going to have kind of an expanded role?
I don't know. We ain't gonna say that to everybody. We don't know yet. We don't know. We gonna see. We gonna see.
Listen, you put this man anywhere. I don't care what. You can play him at safety, I feel like, and people will be terrified to play against this man. Now, I don't know if you realize this, but you're sitting next to a man who played for your Pitt Panthers before you were even born.
Okay.
How you like that, man?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, hail to Pitt, bro.
Yeah,
always.
He was a kicker. DeMarco was joking with him because he played 4 years, right, as the starting kicker. We talked about his worst moment. What was your worst moment, you said?
Oh, Aaron, man.
Missed 5 in a row at one point.
Missed 4 field goals in a game at Minnesota, but we won. We won, bro.
Okay.
We won.
All right.
It was a very lonely night that night when I got back, you know. And we went downtown. We went, to some bar downtown in Station Square. Yeah. And when I got there, everybody was like, what the hell happened to you?
Yeah.
You know? I'm like, bro, I don't know, man. It was just one of those days. And then I was like literally like this guy walking around, stumbling around town. And the next morning I have like my tie all messed up. And I go like an idiot. I go get a newspaper to read what they wrote about me. What a dummy. Oh, it just killed me, man.
Yeah, that's a bad feeling. But at least you got the win.
Yes, that's right.
And then here's the thing. Next game, first kick gets blocked.
Yeah.
After
Maryland.
That. Yeah.
In the old Pitt Stadium, dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they did win the game, and DeMarco asked him if he celebrated, even though they won the game. The one they
I
missed
did
on
not
the field
celebrate.
goals. Yeah.
I did not celebrate my failures.
Yeah.
My failures.
But now you played for Wanstead, right?
I did. He the one that got me a pick.
He recruited you, right? But you the first year, right? Your freshman year, he was there. Now you got a Dave Wanstead story that's funny.
Well, I was like this undrafted kicker with the Chicago Bears and thought I was going to make it because Wanstead's like, you're my guy. I need a pick guy on this team, right? I need a pick guy. And dude, like the second day of training camp, I get cut. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was like, what happened, Dave? He didn't show me any love, man.
That's my guy, man. I love Wanstead.
Yeah.
He's a good guy.
Hey, I saw on social media recently, I'm curious to hear about this. You're back in Pittsburgh, and you always train there.
Yeah.
But DeMar Hamlin had like a charity softball game. I played with Louis Riddick. We were locker mates. And I saw Lou was there. James Connor's my boy because, Dr. Marks, Stan Marks, that's my man. That was my mentor. And so I saw all you guys with this charity softball game with DeMar Hamlin. Tell us what that was all about. It was really cool.
Well, he reached out to me. He said, I was in the city at the time, and he wanted me to come through, had a softball event, and I showed up. And I had a blast. That's my first time really ever playing softball, so I didn't know what to do or how to do it. But, I ended up having a lot of fun, man.
Yeah.
And
were you good?
How'd you do?
I didn't do too bad.
Okay.
I was better on a defensive side. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Defense, but I hit the ball a couple times, but I ain't going to go nowhere.
Well, we do a yearly softball tournament. We need to get you to play in our
game. Out there. Come on, man.
Let's
get me
go,
out there.
AD.
I'm here.
Because Kirk Morrison last year.
I ain't do too bad. I really thought I did better than what I thought.
Yeah. Kirk hit, 2 home runs
He hit
last
2
year?
home runs the first 2 years ago.
Right, 2 years ago. And then he was just garbage the other day.
He was not good. He had a bad
2 was pretty good.
Yeah.
That was good. He was out there. He was carrying the whole team that day. We were playing with him. So
that's cool, man. It's so cool that you come back and you go back to there and keep that brotherhood going, man.
Always.
That's super cool.
I'm from Pittsburgh, born and raised too. So to go back, had opportunity to train at Pitt. Be training with my older brother to push me. To be back to where it all started. It keep you grounded, keep you working, keep you humble. It's a blessing to have the opportunity to do something.
And then you got to play. You got to play for Sean, who obviously you have a long-standing relationship. It's good to have him back in the fold, right? And I would imagine you and him have had a lot of conversations about that recently.
A lot. Obviously he's a great coach, but he's a better person. I love him more just because of who he is as a person. It ain't always about football. Obviously there's a lot of things that go on outside of football, and he always checking up on me, making sure I'm good, and he's always there for me. So I appreciate him more for what he do like that. Obviously he's an amazing coach, amazing leader, but who he is as a person, how he's always been there for me, understand what I be going through at times. I love him to death, so I appreciate him.
Let me ask you this. Everybody sees you today, Super Bowl champion, all the accolades, the money, et cetera, right? But at what point in your career, is there ever a point in your career where somebody said to you, you can't play defensive line? You don't got the right body for it, man. You're too short to play defensive line. I mean, did you have to fight through that you are a different type of player at that position?
Well, came out of high school. Obviously, I didn't get the offers I wanted. They didn't think I was big enough. You get to college, have success, then it's time to get drafted. I know you get to probably rush the passer, but I don't think you'll be able to stop the run in this league. And then you get drafted, and you had the success you have, and you kind of, shut the haters down and all that, but I never let it get into my head. I always was like, I just got to just keep working. Obviously, I ain't did enough on the field for them to stop saying that. So you just play the game at a high level. Don't worry about what people saying outside, and you just stay focused and you really putting the body of work in. The things you can accomplish, the things that you can do is endless. I'm a living testimony of it. Just hard work pay off. I never expected to, I always wanted to be good, be great, but I surpassed anything I ever thought just from putting the body of work in and being here today, year 10. 32 years old, started playing football when I was 5 years old. So to be here today, living my dream, just blessed.
That's amazing, no question about it. What an incredible career. Now, one last thing before you go, okay? My guy here, Scott, okay, was on the CBS sideline for a game back at the old Coliseum when you guys were playing there, and it was you and your guy Shady McCoy. So he's got a picture he wants to show you here of the three of you.
So here's what happened. On the Friday before the game, I said to you in the meeting, I said, hey, man, after the game, you mind if we take a picture? Because my boy E.J. Borghetti,
that's my guy.
who runs Sports Information back at Pitt, he said, get a picture with these guys. It's good for our records to have all these Pitt guys. Yeah. So we took a picture. Now, do you remember if you won that game or lost that game?
Against the Bills, yeah.
No, we lost that game.
You do remember?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I grabbed you afterwards. I felt like such a jerk, too. I was like, oh, my God, what a jerk I am. I'm going to ask him to take a picture. You actually look like you have quite a nice smile.
I know you do. You're very happy there.
Now,
you did not look happy at all.
Now, here's the thing. I wanted to get Shady McCoy's autograph for this picture for you.
Right, but I didn't want him to forge it.
So what I did is I copied Shady McCoy's
It just pasted
picture.
it on.
I'm going to call Shady. Shady's my brother, man, so I'm going to reach out to AD to sign this shit.
Yeah.
So it's okay. We got it. We'll dump it. Don't worry about it.
So Greg here says to me, are you going to show up at training camp and ask Aaron Donald for an autograph? I said, no, man. I'm going to give him an autograph. He can frame this and put it Would you like an autograph, young fella?
Please,
there
man,
you go.
I would love that.
To a pit man.
Yeah, the pit. I would love to.
Okay, all right. I got one for you right here.
There you go.
All right.
Now, are you going to sign the one with the helmet?
I'm going to sign it right here.
Yeah.
My man.
Yeah.
I'm going to get Shady to sign it, too.
H2P.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. That is for you.
Yeah.
That is my gift from me to you at the start of training camp. I hope that you'll frame that, put it in your office, and when people say, who's that, you'll say Shady McCoy. And when they say, who's that, you go, I don't know.
That's a guy I talked to on the radio that used to work at CBS.
I'm going to get Shady to sign it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Get him to sign it.
I love it.
Handsome.
Appreciate it.
AD, always a pleasure, my brother. Thank you so much for coming by and hanging out with us for a few minutes. Appreciate it.
My man,
Aaron
really
Donald, ladies and gentlemen, 3-time NFL Defensive Player of the Year, Super Bowl champion with us here on 710 ESPN. All right, let's take a quick break, and we'll be back here from Rams training camp. One more segment to go on 710 ESPN, your home of the LA Rams.
This is the Rams Training Camp Special.
Hi, this is Cam Makers of your Los Angeles Rams. Whose house? Rams house.
This is a special Saturday edition of Sedano and Kap.
710 ESPN.
This radio commercial was made to convince you to stop speeding. We can't use siren sound effects on the radio, so we'll
fabulous.
Thank you. We appreciate that. We pride ourselves on being idiots, so it usually makes people laugh.
So, Sam, everybody who goes to a Rams game hears you over the PA. Whose house?
Yeah.
Can you just tell us, because I don't really know the origin of that?
It's such an organic thing, really. And when we first come back to Los Angeles and we're in the Coliseum, and, there's 100,000 people that are clamoring for this. People who had never had the NFL. People who had the Rams when they were kids. People whom had the Rams when they were kids, and now they have kids. And how do you bring a city together around a team? And we started to think, let's look at this and let's listen to what was relevant to people then and now, and what was chanted, what was said, what was moving, and that whole concept of, almost tying in off the old Run DMC, whose house runs house.
Yeah.
Can move and morph, and it became a really organic piece. And so we gave it a try, saying, hey, we're going to try this, and I don't know if it'll work or not. And holy cow!
Yeah, it took off.
Yeah,
and
fans love it.
It's just a part of the culture now, and it's a blessing because everybody's in that Rams house.
Yeah, and that Rams house you guys have now is no disrespect to the Coliseum, which is a great venue historically, but you're in the luxury penthouse now with this place.
It's the most amazing stadium in the world. People talk about greatest or this.
Yeah,
really, it's the most amazing stadium in the world.
Yeah.
And it's the Rams' home, it's the Rams' house, and to see the Arsenal and Barca in there the other night, and the energy, and then a week before, if you will, Panama, Mexico, the kind of events, the concerts, Taylor Swift coming next week.
Yo, you got any tickets?
This
for that?
stuff. I was fortunate to have an American Express card that I could buy tickets. I think
really?
it was. So I was able to get two. No, I got two, and I can't go. My daughter said, "I'm going," so she's taking her mother.
Okay,
so I don't even get to go to.
I understand. Sam, what's interesting about you that I don't know if all Rams fans know, and people are driving out of here at UC Irvine right now, so they'll learn this if they don't know it. But you got to tell us how you got this gig, because this is not what you do like Monday through Friday, right?
No, it is not what I do Monday through Friday. You guys get to do this all the time and talk to people and bring them together, and it's my goal to bring people together in a different way, and that's through administration and of schools. And so during the week, I'm administrating at a school at Notre Dame High School in Los Angeles now, and for 20 years I was at Pepperdine.
Right.
Yeah, the home of Giancarlo Stanton, Notre Dame High School.
Yes, it is.
I was just thinking about you the other day. I was on the Pepperdine campus, and I was like, my man, Sam Lagana, he worked here for like 20 years.
It's a lovely place, wonderful people, and to be able to bring people together. That's what I love, that what we can do with the Rams is bring people together.
But how about that? Administrator by week, and then Sunday brings an entire community of
He's like a
70,000
superhero
people.
that way.
Know,
Like
so
all these
cool.
superheroes, they do like Clark Kent. He worked at the Daily Planet, and then he was Superman. Same concept here.
Thank you. Yeah, it's
Thank you for calling me Superman.
I gotta try to live up to that. No, it's a lot of fun to see the people enjoying life together.
They love it
and they're here, and you're here, and you guys get to do it on the radio. And ESPN has done that for Los Angeles since they opened up, coming back into LA's market and making it a big market for themselves, both on the radio and then on television. To have that Sports Center open up about 20-something years ago.
Yeah,
now.
2008. Yep.
Yeah, so pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Yep, that's why he is the voice of SoFi Stadium.
He is.
Thank you.
And you tried to hit him up for Taylor Swift tickets.
Well,
that's what you do to everybody.
I know, but I thought that, I figure you have like some kind of a card to get in, and we could go to your booth and watch the concert.
I would love to do that. Yeah. I will tell you this. It was really an honor. Jason Gannon, who runs SoFi Stadium when they were building it, brought me into the booth to show me where the booth was going to be, and then I got
Sure.
Scotty, great to be with you guys.
Yeah.
God bless you. Nice to see the entire crew. Let's get back and get going.
Let's
ESPN, 7:10 a.m., LA's favorite sports station.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that.
It was clean.
Very clean.
That was clean.
Very clean.
Yeah,
that was clean. I wish Cappy
we're going to use that over and over again.
We are. Do liners like that.
Yeah. Yeah, you never cut liners like that.
No,
this
that
is a
was really
professional.
good.
You're
Sam,
like
that was
not
really
a
good.
professional.
Yeah. Why don't you have Sam do some liners for us?
Yeah.
We talked about it a while ago.
Yeah.
Because Steve Mason was running. This was a few.
appreciate it.